Toivoan Trainwreck. A couple things before we get started today. If you know someone who wants to play in a Geomeric game, send them my way. I'd love to talk to them about either getting on the wait list, which is getting a lot longer, or getting into a one-shot. I'm going to be trying to do some more one-shots real soon. We have a event this Saturday and next Saturday that we will be announcing on Discord, so go check that out. That'll be announced likely later tonight, so go check that opportunity out if you're interested in playing with those guys. We also have the Patreon over at patreon.com/GMEric. We have the GM tip videos every single day over on YouTube. We are now streaming on both YouTube and Twitch simultaneously, which is awesome. We have the archives over on YouTube. We have the podcasts on YouTube. We have the clip contest in Discord where you can enter to win this hat, which we will be doing the drawing for this on Friday because the clip contest did not get processed properly, but we will be doing the drawing for the June contest for this hat on Friday. We also have the Battle Royale on July 27th. If you've not participated in the Battle Royale before, it is a ton of fun. We have great sportsmanship, and it is the only way possible to win a Geomeric bomber jacket. So if you're interested in getting a physical prize, check that out. The sites for that are in the store at geomeric.com under the one-shots. Lastly, we have new SkyMap ciphers available on the website. You can go check these out. These have 42 codes that you can rotate and change the cipher. These are really, really cool. These are made of ABS plastic. These are really, really neat. These will allow you to encode and decode in your own games. So check these out. They're a ton of fun. And instructions are on the website. So check these out. These are on the store right now. But let's go ahead and get you guys rolling. It's time to play some D&D. And Bryn and Oshin should be here later. So I believe Bryn should be here.
Make it?
No, Bryn's not going to make it tonight. I'm sorry. But Oshin should be here later.
Yeah.
Oshin got stuck with work or something. We'll say or something because it's more fun and ominous that way.
The world is ending.
We'll say that the world is ending for someone, and I'm sorry for that person.
That's even more ominous.
That
Jesus.
is more ominous somehow.
You guys are adventuring in the lands of Toivoa. In your search for Saphira's soul, you have come here to Vehan, where you have established yourselves in a warehouse and have done a little bit of recon. That's where we are picking up as you guys managed to make landfall last week and then find a nice place to stay. So, picking up immediately, what would you guys like to do after you guys did a little bit of recon last time?
Just as a sidebar, Sirenscape is not currently active. Is that by intent?
It is not. Then we will get that fixed.
Okay. Just making sure.
That was not by intent. We are correcting that now.
So we should probably, I don't know how filled in Ray is on what exactly is occurring right now.
Please describe to Tati her situation.
So as the party left off, we've entered this town, I guess, for lack of a better term. We know there's this large castle, we believe, where people are being, the person who was jailed that we're here to find, believe they're somewhere probably underneath the castle. So we had a long discussion about sending somebody in to try and, figure out the layout, figure out the way down there. And the party and Tati mutually concluded that she is probably the most capable, with her ability to walk through walls, to go inside the castle, totally alone. The telepathic bond is up. I don't believe she has gone in yet, but where we left off was pretty much the party getting prepared to send Tati in totally alone with only a telephone call to the party.
Kind of YOLO. Send it.
I feel like you're emphasizing parts of the story that probably don't need to be emphasized.
No, I think all of that was very important.
No, I heard Tati volunteered to go to do a real fun mission, and she's gonna pop over there real quick and pretty much save the day for everybody.
Exactly. I could have just said that.
For some reason, Coin kept saying alone, alone, alone.
Alone was
I really
mentioned
need to
several
reiterate
times.
this.
Yeah.
No one is going to be anywhere near you. So just keep that in mind.
Got it, yeah.
We also have a list of
Coin
buffs
would,
for you to help, but
I just
would
gotta
care
go
a lot about
find.
Alone.
I just gotta go find a prisoner.
Yeah, Bryn will at some point come up and describe to you the prisoner in a way Coin and Justin cannot.
I don't think anyone really knows what he looks
No
like.
one knows what he looks like.
No, but
Does
do
he have
we
a name?
know?
You know his name.
Yeah, we get it.
Okay. I'll go
the
introduce myself to
person?
some prisoners.
Who does this person have a relationship with? Is it to Kendall?
Correct.
Yes, Kylor, a Knight of the Mirror Order. He has a relationship with Kendall. By the sounds of it, it sounds like he may be celestial in some way, but we don't actually know that. That's just me making things up. It could
A
just be.
Knight of the Mirror Order.
Yeah, you don't have to go in and find him to be clear, but at least going in and finding maybe is the prison in there could be really good.
Wonder if Saphira could be knighted in the Mirror Order after spending all that time in a mirror.
Point.
Well, that's a question
No,
you can
that was
ask
in
him
the
when
past
you
life.
meet this guy. You can ask him all about the prerequisites of his position.
It's a cool title. I think I'll do like a scout,
Okay.
and then
Wait. Do you want
What?
all the many buffs? We had a whole list of buffs to help you out.
was that buffs from the other side of the city?
Okay,
Sorry,
well,
not you.
to be clear, we're going to be
I
on
thought
the
you
opposite
started
of
me
it.
in front of the castle.
No, it has
with
to
a
do-
No,
remote
we're about to
connection.
send you there.
Not yet, you
It
have
has
it.
with a plan to send you there, and then we're imagining that you're already there, but you're not yet. You're still in the hideout.
This is a really cool hideout. That explains why I'm looking at the hideout.
Yes, you have not left yet. They didn't want you to go yet because they were afraid that you might get totally screwed over if you left immediately.
Something
I
about
want you to
alone.
do this of your own volition.
Hey, is this hideout like storing rocks or something?
I guess. You like racks?
I'm just like they seem real into it, so I'm wondering.
I'd just like to go ahead and clarify something for Tati. All of that Coin talking about you being alone, he
Mhm.
considers that to be an inspiring speech.
Oh, good.
And that is why you now have 23 temp HP,
Oh,
along with
amazing.
the rest of the party.
Wait,
That'll
yay,
help.
I love 23 temp HP. Hurrah.
Cool.
All right, I'm just gonna give you the list of buffs we're gonna drop on you right before you leave, so you can write it down. You ready?
All right.
All right.
The whole party's standing around Tati like, yeah, so, good luck.
You are the center of attention. Good luck.
I mean,
If you have
okay.
any questions, let us know.
Quite honestly, some of this probably gonna wear off before it's really useful, but we're doing it anyway,
Why are we doing it? Okay.
just in case. What if you're into trouble on the way there? I don't know. How this
I
stuff
mean,
works.
I do know about standing in line and taking my blessings. So what's up?
There we go. Perfect. All right. Starting off, Death Ward, Bardic Inspiration, Telepathic Bond, Enhance Ability Dexterity, which I'm going to need to look up because that's not my spell. I don't know how long that lasts.
An hour.
Is an hour cool. Stone Skin. That is actually my spell. I need to confirm that lasts long enough for it to be relevant. 1 second.
Is that helpful?
That's also an hour. Yeah, just in case if someone starts hitting you, you might be nice to be resistant to damage. So.
I mean, I will be intangible. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, I guess if you're intangible. All right, fine. You don't need that one.
Intangible stone skin. I mean, it could be fun.
Sure.
Like going on
You
a
know
field
what?
trip and your parents are giving you way too much stuff.
No, I got it. All right, stone skin. What
Here's
else
a
was
first
it?
aid kit. Here's a second aid kit in case the
You pack
first
enough,
one
you
breaks.
pack enough snacks? Here's a snack.
We're gonna give you invisibility. We'll put that on last. Keep in mind that breaks if you do a bunch of stuff, but it might
I'm
help
gonna do all
anytime.
this
Don't forget your water bottle.
water bottle.
Fruit snacks, And then you can borrow my Boots of Elven Kind for your sneaking purposes. Those will help you be sneaky. It does not require attunement. You can just wear them.
Nice.
And one thing I'd recommend is, depending on what you have attuned, I would recommend taking Skeos' sigil and attuning to that, so that if something really does go wrong, you can just warp out and we can teleport to you.
There's a 4-pack of number 2 pencils at the top of your backpack, but if you end up needing any quills, that's going to be lower down
These
in
are
a
like
pocket.
little golf pencils. What am I supposed to do with these?
That's for you to
For
decide.
writing in narrow places.
Also cast Fly on you, so you have that 10 minutes.
Oh, dope. Okay, that'll help me
Nice,
do
I
less.
fly
Because
too.
I have to, because I can the second target. I'll just
Any
hang out
questions?
and see for a bit.
Any questions? I guess. Who am I, and what does my character sheet have? Let's
I'm
see.
Tati.
I have apparently.
Oh yeah, wait. Sanctuary. Duh. Oh, no, that's only 1 minute. That's
It
why I
only
didn't do
lasts
that.
a minute. You think
Yeah, that's not worth it.
she's
That's
gonna
not
get
worth it. You're
attacked in the next minute? If she's getting attacked within a minute of leaving this place, I think we have bigger
You guys are
problems.
getting attacked too.
Yeah,
Yeah, but-
exactly.
It'll be
pretty
nice
much
if you're
have-
protected.
You have a 3-tier objective here. Tier 1 is figure out what entrance to the cellar, the jailhouse.
Mhm.
Tier 2 is if you can find the guy we're looking for in the jailhouse. That's the nice bonus. Tier
Mhm.
3, get out alive.
Mhm.
Would that be the cherry on top?
I
Love
thought
it.
tier 3 is get out alive with the guy, not get out alive, period.
Does
That-
somebody?
That's tier 4.
I'm gonna say tier 0 is getting out alive. How about we move
Wait,
that
why is
there?
tier 3? Yeah, wait, let's take a step back here. Why is tier 3 get out alive? You're saying she can complete tier 1 and 2, and if she dies, we're all good? Like,
Cherry on
No,
top.
No, because think about it. If she can do the other things and die, we can bring her back. But if she gets out alive and she doesn't
so
do
you're
the
saying
other
you're
things,
expecting her
what's
to
the
die
point?
unless we get to
I
tier
mean,
3, which is like, you're saying
that's
that
not
it's
happening.
more likely that she succeeds on these other goals before and then dies.
I'm saying the death is a negotiable outcome because that can be, undone. Whereas the other
Okay.
things, that's kind of a.
There's no guarantees about undoing death. You really want to play games with death? Toddy would know
Okay,
that
well,
better
I
than
already
anyone
wrote
else.
down
You think
I
the
already wrote
follower
down the
and
tiers,
Taylor's
Ruth.
going to come back?
Okay, well, can we change the tiers? Tier 0 is get out alive.
Okay, I'll add a tier 0, but it's gonna look really redundant that that's tier 0 and also
No,
tier
you write
4.
your tier 0 is get out alive, and then tier 3 you cross out and you make it something else.
I just spilled my ink. It has covered all of the text. I think we're gonna have to start over.
I
The buffs are expired.
Start over.
while you guys are doing that, I'm gonna help myself to some healing potions in the bag of holding.
See, look, tier 3 right here. Tier 3, not get out alive. Get out alive with the guy we're trying to capture. That's tier 3.
I thought that was tier 4 before. I
Yeah,
thought that
but
was
now
tier
it's
4, but you
three
wanted
because
it to
we
be
crossed
tier
out
0, but
3
now
because
it's tier
tier
3?
3 was just get out alive, period, which is stupid.
Okay, but who's on first?
What
Who's
do you
on
mean
tier
who's
first?
on first?
We're gonna have to start over.
Again? We just started over.
Okay, tier 0. Get out
Get out
alive.
alive. Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna slip out while this conversation's happening.
Okay.
Wait,
I
now
got
she
me
doesn't even
potions.
know her objectives. She just
Let's
left.
see. I was told to go to a castle. I assume there's a castle somewhere in my purview.
Don't
There
worry,
is.
we'll read it out really loudly over the Discord call for her.
It is your fault she doesn't know, by the way.
I'm gonna sneaky run my way to the castle.
I mean, we can communicate with her, to be clear. We're still
Oh,
connected.
wait, you're right. Never mind. Keep writing down the tiers and tell her what they are.
Okay, tier 1 is find the jail.
Yeah.
Find the jail.
All right.
Tier
So
2.
you head off into the town.
No, my
Pull
list.
the zinc again.
If it went white, it should refresh and come to the actual art.
It's fine for me.
This is a spooky town that looks. Is it cleaner than the last time we were here?
No, this is about as clean as it gets. It's actually fairly clean. It's just spooky.
No, I meant like
Have you
last
ever
time
been
there were a lot of like bad dudes.
This is the wrong
Wait.
town. You're thinking Inland Point, which is very similar in aesthetic.
No, I'm thinking of Bourbon.
Bourbon.
Where are we?
We are
You
not
are in
there.
Vehan, an island.
I was paying attention the whole time. We. How did we get here?
You rode a ship from Bourbon after having talked
did we-
to Sweet August
I-
Rose.
Dope. Did we get a ship?
Well,
Nope.
no, you rented a ship.
Oh,
We cracked a deal with somebody from Bourbon to
Right.
sort of hitch us a ride.
in that case, a beautiful spooky town.
Indeed.
I am going to attempt to take the more little used streets and trot my way over to this big old castle.
Cool.
How is the castle? Like, does the city go straight up to the castle walls, or is the castle
Well,
like,
there's a
separated
large-
from the city?
There's a large moat and a very long bridge. It looks like this, Tati.
Fantastic. Is the moat? Is that like the ocean?
That is the ocean.
Interesting.
The moat is an ocean wash all the way around the castle.
From here, can I do like a cursory? I want to find out where guards might be stationed.
Sure. You can see
Here.
there are many guards. There are guards that are flying with celestial wings. You see guards dressed in full plate armor. We'll go ahead and put a couple of those guards up there for you, which will be fun.
I'd like to say, for what it's worth, this may not matter at all, but Coin had done some recon of like the guards. We established that he kind of watched the gates for a few days, so you should presumably have kind of an idea of. I don't know if you're gonna have a blind spot, but you're gonna know where they tend to stand roughly.
Yep. So these
In
are what
your
the guards
research-
look like here.
What's the guards look like? Shiny.
Shiny.
I see their faces are
This place
covered
is
up
supposed to
unless
be-
they're pretty.
This place is supposed to be evil as hell. They don't look that evil.
Well, I mean, they kind of do though.
They got a cool looking sword.
The reason that the guy on the right has his helmet on is he has a severe underbite.
So they're evil. These guys suck.
Underbite equals evil.
You have an underbite. You're
No, they're hiding it. They have no sense of pride in the things that make people beautiful.
Low self-esteem does not make somebody evil.
It's part of his uniform. That's not low self-esteem. that's
Yeah.
some kind of direction.
That was a
Yeah, but she's not
systemic
wearing armor.
decision
On the
to
left
hide
isn't
that.
wearing
I know she doesn't have an underbite that we can see. It must be real
Oh,
small
so
if she has.
that's the
Wait, are
company
you saying the
policy.
underbite's part of the uniform?
No, it's the company policy that if you have an underbite, you need your helmet. That's
Yeah, that's
apparently-
bullshit. These guys suck.
Which is pretty fucked up when you think about it. That's body shaming.
Coin has always let us wear masks or not masks as we like.
Yeah.
Do you think I'd look good in a mask?
I don't think they make
Ooh, I think
masks
it depends on the
that would
type.
fit your
though.
head.
But think of the one that would. That would be amazing.
It
You
would.
can make
It would
masks
look
that fit my head shape. Those exist.
Then why don't you have one?
Hey, where do you have one? Why do you get one?
In your
Hung up on why Coin has to be the one to approve you to wear a mask. You can't just decide that on your own.
he's a
It
boss.
affects the reputation of the train wreck.
Would we look?
That's that thing that we
would have a
definitely have
better
and care
or
about.
worse
Things
reputation
that we're
if we
very
had
careful
all
to
matching
maintain.
masks?
In
We definitely do
couple
have
days-
reputation.
in your couple days of research on the guard schedule, did you have a recommendation for how to approach,
Because they are patrolling up and down the bridge.
or did you
Eric,
have like a
We recommend stealthily.
I recommend don't approach. Don't chat with
Yeah,
them.
for the record, Tati, they literally
Yeah.
ended last session early so that they could just dip this on you.
Yeah, we
Oh, okay.
specifically wanted to throw you into the
no,
fire.
that's fine.
But
In that case,
Well, you're the only person who
Well,
can walk
hold on,
through
hold on.
walls. Like,
Can
look,
you
I
move
can walk through
these
walls, but it'd
sparkly
be very
people
loud.
out
hold
of
on,
the
I want-
way.
Yes, I can
Touch
move
on
the
this.
sparkly people out of the way for your benefit. In one moment.
I'm
Eric.
just
I would like to make a roll on the question Tati just asked, because Coin did specifically, he wanted to have
Yes,
a semblance of a plan of entrance
right.
Do you think he would have an idea of like, oh, you should try to enter from the west versus the east, or right?
Yeah, I'm
right
not
at the
talking
center?
about like I can fly and go intangible for quite a while. So I'm not talking like bridge, which door should I try? I'm more like which side might be the place where everybody's sleep and not patrol. Like
Well, that's kind of what I mean.
Yeah.
What is the most
We didn't do that,
convenient
right?
point
We
of
didn't look at the
entrance?
guard patterns.
The
Now,
front
what is
door is by far the least guarded.
that's
Seemingly or
bizarre.
truthfully?
Yes,
Well, didn't we watch the guards' patterns? So,
you
like,
guys
the
have
guards
watched the
in
guards'
door rows-
patterns. The
Yeah, they're all
Oh.
snoozers. Then the front door is clear.
the front door is the least guarded. Does not mean it is unguarded.
Fair enough.
There
Fair.
are guards everywhere. This place is bristling, and the guards do not come across the bridge to go home. They sleep inside the castle. Different guards
That's
come
good
out
news.
on a regular basis. These people are on rotation. The only people that you've seen go in or out have been people delivering food.
Food. Any ideas where the prison might be? Are we like up in a tower?
You have
down
no
in
idea
a
because
cave?
you've not been able to get inside yet to investigate that.
And there's no
I
prisoners that
swear
we saw
I
going
heard
in.
at some point that it was like an underwater prison, so maybe down.
I'm an excellent swimmer. I've been taking lessons. Sure.
Or maybe
Okay.
they're just financially in ruin with it.
Coin
Damn, I didn't think
chuckles.
about that.
All right. Let's see. Am I still invisible? How long does that last?
A minute?
An hour? I have no idea.
No, oh no, the invisibility spell lasts an hour. We
An
can cast
hour?
greater
Okay.
than
So you have an
All
hour.
right. Dope. Fantastic. If I activate, oh wait, I have fly on me. How long does fly last?
an hour. Or
An
no,
hour? 10 minutes. How long did it take me to run over here?
Better part of 5.
Dope. All right. Thanks for that. Cool. On this side of the area, on like the bank here,
Sure.
can I go off road and then try scrambling down like the rocky coast
Sure.
a bit? Want to go for like a real low altitude approach across the water, but like over where it's like there's no doors over here or anything.
You do not see any doors over there.
Yeah, so that's where I want to go.
Okay. Cool. You go swooshing along the water's surface towards the side of the castle.
Fantastic. I am invisible, but I would like to still make a stealth check.
Sure. Because you're not
Being-
inaudible.
So sneaky right now.
How sneaky are you? Very sneaky.
Ethan?
I don't think I can roll that high. Let's see. My perception, I could get there. Let's see. Perception? I did not get there.
Oh wow.
All right. Sneaky, invisible, flying for a little while longer. Is this? What is that? It looks like just like a carved hole.
It is a gate that is allowing water in and out, but if you look deeper in that alcove, you can see that it is only a place for boats to dock.
Boats dock and people get off the boats.
You do not see any boats there, and you do not see any doors there.
Cool. Let's see. I would love to use as much of my 5 minutes as I can to look for any kind of plumbing situation.
You will be unable to find any exterior alcove where refuse or outflow would go, except for gargoyles that are currently projecting
Adorable.
rainwater outwards.
Well, angels famously don't poop, so that makes sense.
No. Someone watched.
I heard.
Someone watched Dogma, and I understand that and everything.
I think
Well, if angels don't
One
poop,
of
then
my
where does holy
cousins-
crap come from?
that comes from holy cows, not from holy angels.
Ah,
The divine divine.
Dope. Keeping an eye out for spies and
Okay.
being sneaky. I'm gonna get myself up towards this level.
sure.
And I guess I'll just start with one of these outside like wall tower things
Okay.
and try to get some idea of like how this place is laid out on the inside.
Inside the barrier there, you're going to see, without entering, you're going to be able to see that there is a gap between the outer wall and the main bailey there of about 20 feet.
The outer wall being this
Lower end.
rocky,
Correct.
mossy covered thing. 20
Yes.
feet, and then the tower.
And then the main structure, yes.
Fantastic. And
And down
Cool.
in there, you can see that there are many plate-clad figures and several with large black wings carrying scythes.
they seem interesting and cool people. I am. Does activating an item, like a magic item, break my
It
invisibility?
depends on the magic item.
Well, dang.
Most of them no, but depending on what it is.
How about the wings of flying?
No, you can fly.
Okay. Well, right now I'm flying from the fly spell.
Okay.
Yeah. Hold on. Does bonus action? Okay. I'd like to go across that. I don't even want to go down. I just want to go across, and alight upon the tower.
Okay. As you touch the tower, a alarm goes off.
Ooh.
And bells begin tolling throughout the entire area. Your presence.
When you say the whole area,
Yes, you hear throughout the city. Back at the warehouse, you guys hear the
We
bells
hear it.
begin to tolling throughout here. The alarm for the
Okay.
castle has gone off. You
Is
see
there
everyone
any-
Oh, we
Are
think
you
you're
muster.
okay out there?
is
It's
there
not
any
related to you,
indication?
right?
No. Is there any indication that it's narrowed, like it's identified me, or it's just identified an intrusion?
It has identified an intrusion, and based off of where the alarm is coming from, plate-clad figures are headed in your general direction. You have not been
Okay, so
identified, but they know where the alarm came from.
You said the alarm was everywhere, though.
It can be heard everywhere.
Okay, so it's a really loud bell, but it's the bell.
Very
is here.
loud bells. Yep, based off of where you're
Alright.
at.
Fantastic.
You see
Are any
angels.
of these windows big enough to go
rising
in the window?
towards you. You can see
Sure.
some windows that would be able to allow you to pass. Yes.
I'd like to go in a window.
All right. As you go
Drill.
in the window, you will hear another alarm go off.
Okay.
Maybe it's 2 drills.
And you will hear
When I'm-
shouting.
When I'm
Trying to get where you
inside.
Yes?
When I'm inside.
Yep. You are currently inside the rotunda of a tower. You look around, there are 2 doors, one to the left and one to the right. You can intuit that those would go to the 2 walls, and then there is a staircase that goes downwards.
And above?
There's the roof, the ceiling.
Oh, like I'm at the peak.
Correct.
In that case, if I'm up there, can I see further into the castle?
The
Like
windows,
past
yeah,
this wall into the next one?
you can see that 20-foot gap, yes.
So like past, like in towards
No,
the
you
center.
cannot see that far in, no, unfortunately.
Even from this window right here?
Oh, if that's where you wanted to go up to? Okay.
I don't know. I thought I was coming in here, but you said I was near the top. So
If you want to go up to that one, sure, we can do that. You look down upon very fancy roofs of slate shingles. You don't see anything untowards other than that several celestial beings are rising towards your location.
Does it look like a residential, like little houses?
No, it
Or
looks
markets, or
very
is it-
fortress-like.
So just roofs. There's no space. Like there's not another wall and then more space.
No,
Dope. In that case,
you're
I'd
looking
like
at
to
the top of
shoot
the keep.
straight. Yeah, can I shoot straight into the attic of the keep?
You're going into the attic of the keep.
I
Awesome.
don't know, man. I'm looking down on roofs. Let's go into those places.
Okay, so you go into the attic of this keep. I didn't think we were going to do this yet, but all right. You go into the attic of the keep. In the attic of the keep, as you burst through the window, you're going to see someone standing, currently looking at their appearance and playing a flute. She looks like this.
She looks different.
She turns to you. Excuse you, what are you doing here?
Can she see me through my invisibility?
She can.
Fantastic. Hi, I'm Tati. I
Hi, I'm Sophie.
Hi, Sophie. I'm looking for a prison. Do you know where the prison is in this building?
Yeah. Like, the whole thing is.
The whole thing's a prison.
Right.
No wonder it was so hard to figure out.
What are you doing here?
I'm looking for someone. And then in my head, I'm like, coin. the name of the person.
Who are you asking?
1 second. Satan, what's the name of the person?
Taylor, Knight of
Wow,
the Mirror.
there's a
Knight
lot of
the Mirror
voices
Order.
in your head. Good God. Do you have
Taylor.
Can you
schizophrenia?
meet everybody? No, I just have a lot of friends.
Oh, God.
Yeah, we're
Oh.
all looking for. We're
That's
all
way too
looking
many
for
friends.
Is
A
someone on
Knight
our
of the
line?
Mirror
Can say-
order.
This isn't free.
What's going on over there? Are you
Yeah,
okay?
we're all trying to. No, I'm fine. Fine. A little bit of a rush, little bit turned around. We're just trying to find a Knight of the Mirror Order, who I thought was in a prison cell, but it looks like this whole castle is a prison cell.
Well, it's not one cell, it's a prison and a vault. You really shouldn't be here. If they catch you in here, you're going to be put in the prison.
Already here. I do it.
No,
a
like
quick
in a
high five.
cell. She's going to awkwardly give you a high five.
Is this not a cell? Fair
No,
enough.
this is like my home.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's real nice. Is it nice in here?
It's meager. It's not really, ostentatious or anything. It's, there's a nice bed. It looks like a bachelorette's apartment.
All right. I'm gonna go try to hide until it blows over a little bit, and then I'm gonna keep looking.
I have to tell them that you're here.
I think they already know. The bells were real loud.
Yeah, they're going to be here in like 6 seconds.
I'm going to drop through the floor.
You are going to attempt to drop through the floor,
Yes.
which does not work.
Oh. In that case,
As you
sprint
attempt,
towards the door.
you sprint towards the door. She
I
looks at you. Tati.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
Anywhere else?
Not here, man.
What?
I don't want to get caught.
Which has not happened yet, and we can't let that happen.
There are guards right outside the door.
I bet I could get past them.
Right.
Do you have another idea? I feel like you have another idea. That's why you're stopping me.
We still hear the bell out here. You all right?
At least 2 bells.
2 bells.
Can we
Hey, if
calm...
you're dying.
Wow, there's way too many voices in your head. Look,
All the time.
Tati,
Mhm.
you look really nice, and you look like someone I can get along with. But if you go out there, I'm probably never going to see you again.
I gesture towards the other side of the room where there is a different door.
No, you see the window.
The window, out of the window then.
You also see a bathroom off to the side if you want to go to the bathroom.
Historically, not a lot of good things have happened there.
I don't like how the DM is casually bringing up a totally unknown location you could go.
All right,
I
so
reckon I follow the plumbing through the bathroom.
do you want to go?
Am I going to be able to get through the floor that way?
Do you want to go towards the window, the door, or the bathroom? Or do you want to stay here?
No,
Go up.
I'm in the attic already.
Yep, she's in the attic.
There's a-
Let me try for the bathroom then.
All right. You go in the bathroom and you smell roses and
Fantastic.
potpourri. It looks like some girly bathroom.
I shut the door for privacy and attempt to. I assume there's plumbing. I'm hoping there's plumbing and we don't just throw the shit out the window. We're so high up.
Yeah, there's plumbing.
Can I intangibly follow plumbing?
You're going to try to intangibly follow the plumbing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty much D&D in a nutshell.
As you phase through the section of the floor where the plumbing is.
I'm not saying this plan went to shit really fast, but
That's only because it's a bathroom.
You're going to be following a line of holy crap. Is what I'm hearing.
You hear a knock on the door just before you descend through the floor. Are you going to be okay in there?
Talk to you later.
I hope so.
Occupied. Where'd I go?
All right. You phase through the floor. You follow the plumbing.
What's down here? Yeah.
Yeah. As you
Where do you
follow the
think this
plumbing.
is going to lead?
I mean, it has to go down.
Oh yeah.
I'm hoping it goes down to like some kind of like plumbing junction
Yeah,
at some point where,
tank.
yeah, I'm
But
thinking
see-
not a lot of people hang out around the septic tank and I might get 5 seconds of peace to get a better hiding spot.
As you descend through the plumbing, you will see various other junctions that come in
Mhm.
to this space, and you will see from one of them a fresh load slides down, full of corn. And you're able to follow this down and down and down. And eventually you get to a section where that opens wider.
Mhm.
And you can see that the walls here are lined with lead. You descend until you find water. And the water is slowly moving up and down. And then you hear plop,
Okay.
plop, plop.
All right. Reset. Like, we're probably still in the castle, fortress, jail cell, jail, prison vault. Attic didn't seem like the right spot. Windows full of angels. Probably can see their invisibility. Alarms still going off?
You cannot hear them from down here, and your mental link no longer works.
Oh, all right. That's thank God, honestly. Let's see. Can I get when I came down? Was it more of like a straight drop so that like I'm in the center of the?
It would have had
The
to
castle
shift a
or
little
more-
bit. It would have
Mhm.
shifted off to the side and then down.
Do I think it shifted enough to the side that I'm in that like that outer 20-foot space, or am I still within the like the center part of the castle?
I would say that you're probably under the center part of the castle.
Okay. In that case, I would like to get stealthy.
You are very
Get-
hidden. No one knows where you are.
So intangible.
Except
Uh,
for Sophie, who will eventually, in the next hour, unlock the door to find out if you're okay.
Super occupied.
Well, you
Yeah,
gotta go.
I guess
You
I'll
gotta
just-
go.
I'm going to follow one of these junctions. I think I just got to start doing some kind of like grid search. Like, I think if I'm lucky, like maybe someone posted a map somewhere. I'm just gonna start following plumbing junctions
All right.
in like a
You're gonna
loose
follow
circle
plumbing
around.
junctions. All right. Cool. So Tati's following a plumbing junction to a random spot. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Don't forget. I mean, they could be a toilet I come out at, but it could be like a jacuzzi. It could be.
I understand.
Yeah, I just-
If you're looking for something like that as well, I'll go ahead and add 1, 2, 3, 4,
The
5.
kitchen. The
So
kitchen
yeah, let's
probably
get
a
you to
bad
roll
place to
1d20.
go. Okay.
Where does Tati come out?
Lucky number 13.
Number 13. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. So Tati, as you come up through
Yep.
this space and you still have flying available to you, there's an iron grate that allows you to smell straw. As you look up through the grate, you see 2 individuals guarding a door. They look exceedingly bored. They're dressed in full plate armor, and while not very vigilant, are aware enough to, take things seriously, considering the alarm can be heard from where you're at now.
Mhm. You said there was a
can show you-
straw?
Yeah, you can smell straw, and I'm going to go ahead.
Oh, I can smell it.
Yes. I'm going to go ahead and put you over there, Tati, because we're going to go ahead and feel that. 1 second. Cool. So you can see where you're at. We are going to... Actually, 1 sec. Put you over where you have managed to get to. So... here you go, Tati. You are currently beneath the iron grate here, and I can only show you this without ruining it for everybody. So there you go, Tati.
Iron grate. Oh, I see. Okay.
You are technically
Sounds
the
like-
center of that iron grate.
Got it. Smells like straw, and there's some bored but alert-looking armor dudes that probably
Yes.
have underbites that they're hiding.
Probably, which means they're probably really cute like a pug.
I can't believe it. Okay. Are these windows or doors?
Those are
These
windows.
look like windows.
Yep. They're
Okay.
iron barred windows that lead into a space that looks like an alchemy lab.
Fantastic. Since I'm able to like see the window and that there's an alchemy lab in there, I'd like to phase underground and then up into the alchemy lab.
Okay. As you attempt to do so, you will bang your head against the lead-lined floor.
Oh goddamn! Who builds places like this? Fantastic. I come back from that.
Why is this jail so hard to break into?
Maybe I should have just gotten myself arrested first. I feel like that might have gone smoother.
It could happen in just a few seconds.
Yeah, there's always Plan B.
All right. In that case,
And you are still being
Let-
stealthy, right? With a 30?
yeah, I could roll again because it's
Yeah, you're
been a
fine.
hot second of wandering around. If I cast, whatever Imkiel's version of Misty Step is that
Sure.
going to break my invisibility?
Yes.
Yeah, it will. I mean, honestly, it's overrated though.
Wait, are you actually casting Misty Step, or is it something that kind of mimics Misty Step?
It is allowing her to cast the spell.
Okay.
I mean, it doesn't call itself Misty Step, but it describes itself as the same thing that Misty Step does.
Yeah, there's a verbal component to it, which means that you would be going. Yep.
It doesn't say there's a verbal
No,
component.
there's no verbal.
I mean,
Okay. Does it just say you teleport?
If it says do the effects of Misty Step, but it's never actually a spell, then you might be able to do it without breaking invisibility.
copy and also
What does
paste.
it say? Yeah, I don't think that would break invisibility. Let me reread what invisibility does.
So fussy.
I think it like specifies what breaks it. Attacks or cast a spell. That ain't attacking or casting a spell. Go ahead.
Yep. Go ahead.
In that case, I would like to
Teleport inside the alchemy lab?
blessing of the of Imkale
Sure.
into the lab.
Cool. You are now inside of a laboratory. And unfortunately, I cannot show everybody what's going on because Tati is currently engaged in this activity.
For sure, y'all attached to my brain. Oh wait, can they not hear me because of the lead?
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, that snuck up on us fast.
Tati?
Yeah, I'll keep a memory
Tati?
for them. Put it in the thing
Guys, I
later.
lost her. Is she?
What does it look like they're alchemizing in here?
We can put the observer there.
Wait,
for
where is it? She's
benefit.
being stealthy.
Okay, but she can still
Yeah.
hear us, right? And she doesn't need us talk to respond. So what gives?
She cannot hear you.
If you can hear us, then be silent for 7 seconds. If you can't hear us, be silent for 10.
So how long are we gonna wait until we try to help her?
Is this door locked?
Yes, but from this side, there's a little deadbolt that you can easily turn.
I'd like to phase through it.
Okay. The door does not allow you to phase through because
Rude.
there's a lead lining.
Like walls do.
Yep.
In that case, I would like to, with the most stealth, very
Sure.
carefully move that deadbolt out of the way.
Cool. Let's roll your stealth check.
Stealthy.
All right, and we are going to check to see if I heard anything. I did not hear anything as you opened the door.
Sneaky. So sneaky. I guess I freeze. Like,
Apparently, she did not notice that you were there.
okay. Which direction is she facing?
Currently facing across the wall here.
Is she standing guard? Is that what she's up to?
Appears to just be standing guard, yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm just trying to see if I have something that makes distractions happen. Yeah, something like thaumaturgy. Might be too obvious. Something like
That would also be casting a spell.
that's actually real too. Like when we were like, I got manacles, I got a potion of mummy rot antidote, so that'll come in handy. Ooh, I have. That's
I love how you said the mummy rot antidote would come in handy.
all right. I'm gonna very, very quietly move back in here,
Sure.
and I have these dumb things. I have Rused toys.
Uh-huh.
I would like to.
You have a little rooted action figure.
Hold on. I got so many of these dumb ones. They all do something different.
Mm-hmm.
Which one?
What's the plan?
Plan is figure out where I recorded the Rused toys.
Okay. While she's doing this, You guys have not heard from Tati in over 10 seconds. What are you guys doing back at the warehouse?
So it was written in chat, but Coin will reiterate. I think 10 minutes should be our like no contact break point. If we go past that, that's when we gotta, pull her out, so to speak.
You sure she won't be dead after 10 minutes?
I mean, we haven't heard her scream.
Okay. I've got a Ruzid wind-up flyer.
Okay.
Like a little elastic band that causes it to fly. I would like to set it off, like, in this direction.
It goes into the wall.
Smacks into it, falls on the floor.
You're going to hear the woman turn and come over. Check out the toy.
I would like to use this moment to sneakily and super quietly and also invisibly pass by her.
Okay, she looks at it. This is really neat.
Super cool. Yep. Just flew out of that room out of nowhere. Bizarre.
She looks at the open door behind you, and you'll hear the door close. And then you're going to hear her knocking on another door.
Is this door at the end of the hall locked?
It does not appear to be locked.
Is it lead?
You try to put your hand against it. Your hand does not pass through.
I would like to very quietly, super quietly, so quietly, open it.
Okay. As you open the door,
Goddamn.
need you to roll another stealth check, please.
I really don't feel like I found the prison.
You are undetected. And from back around the bend where you dropped the toy, you're going to hear, "Ma'am, I found this."
Oh, she's pretty. Distracted.
You need to go ahead and get the guards in here. We have an intruder. It's coming from the hall that you just came from. And this door now is open.
Shut that door. That door's open?
This door is open.
Fantastic. Can I open this door?
Sure.
This
How
is
stealthy are
definitely
you?
not Prison.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 5 in there, so 5d20 plus 10, so 5d20. You are undetected.
26.
Yep, you are undetected.
Any chance this has some plumbing in this room? Is this a kitchen?
This is a dining room.
Yep. Is there a sink anywhere?
You do not see a sink.
Oh, goddamn. I would like to very
You just
super
stealth to the
quietly.
room with all these people here.
Just gonna super stealthily make my way. There's gotta be a kitchen with some
This
plumbing.
person comes over and closes the door after looking through it.
Yeah, you should do that.
That's
While
strange.
everyone is looking at her close that door, I'd like to open this door.
This door here, okay. You
Yeah.
can open that door.
Oh my god, there's just no good news.
On the far end here, you see a very heavy metal door guarded by a very strong-looking, burly paladin. And I need to move the map so people can see what's going on here.
Honestly, not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for some dude in a jail cell, I think. The door he's guarding, is that the one to the south or is the one to the...
He's standing next to a door, next to 2 doors, so it's hard to tell.
Yeah.
He's guarding both, technically. And I'm going to give him his perception check. With a 22, you are still not detected.
Is one of these 2 doors the big, like, excessively heavy
This
looking
is
one?
the excessively heavy-looking one.
Okay. I'm gonna close that door before anyone even notices that I peeked through.
Okay.
Ah, damn. Dining hall. Dining hall has to be near a kitchen. Can I follow my nose?
Sure.
Can
Roll
I do
a perception check. Yes, please.
God damn it.
With a 16, You smell the delicious food on the tables in this room.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So you're right. There's probably a kitchen somewhere nearby.
I am going to sneak. Is this a wall that I'm against?
To
To the north?
That should not be a wall. That should just be shadows. But I will double check. Nope, that's just shadows.
Shadows that I can't see through?
That's strange that you can't see through that. You should be able to see through that.
I can see part of the table, which is why I was
Right.
doubting.
That's really weird. I'm having an issue with Roll20. Great. The lighting in Roll20 is failing. I will put you on the other side if you want to see what's over there.
Okay. I see another door that might lead to the kitchen.
Okay.
So sneaky. So sneaky. Oh, and locked too. Good.
Yes.
Who locks the kitchen? Like, they can't possibly be locking the kitchen from the dining room. That's crazy talk. All right. Can I assess this lock? Does it look like I could open it?
You could certainly try.
Does it look trapped?
It does not look trapped, but you do see runes of alarm on this side of the door.
Okay, that can't be the kitchen. I'm gonna go back. Like, that's. I think I saw a door to the south that I didn't come through. Just a different door to the south. Maybe
Okay.
that's a kitchen. This is an oven that I'm passing by.
It's a fireplace.
I thought it might be a jukebox.
Unfortunately, no jukebox.
What's this lady next to the door looking at?
She's looking at her soup.
Excellent thing to look at. This door to the south unlocked?
Looks like it. Looks like a plain wooden door.
Ooh, in that case, can I phase through it?
Yes.
Please.
Okay.
Oh, a goddamn kitchen it looks like. Fantastic. Is there a sink in this kitchen? Can I get back into the plumbing?
You can get back into the plumbing.
Like, alright.
So, get you back into the plumbing.
Please cut to the rest of the party while I try to figure out a next random place to show up.
Understood. Party! It has been more than 10 minutes. What would you guys like to do? And we are back in the warehouse, which we
Just
will
to be
pan
clear
over
here,
to.
she's
Yes,
died
sir.
about 10 times at this point. That's my estimate. 10 times.
I
Can I
guess
favor
she
now?
died.
We only have to bring her back
so-
once, so the amount of deaths doesn't really matter when you think about
Oh, you know
it.
what? Yeah, let's just keep racking it up. Let's just stay here for the next 2 hours then. How about it?
I'm not saying we shouldn't do anything. I'm just saying.
No, I know, you're right. She's already dead, right? So let's just, just sit
Bryn's
back,
gonna
relax.
say, Ruzid, she can die at least once. Death Ward will cover that. Anything after that is a problem.
When I'm saying dying, I'm referring to her, like, actually dying, not the death word going off.
Not wrong.
Eric, just to confirm, people who are concentrating on spells on Tati, would we know if those spells failed?
You would know if they fail, yes.
Are we
So
able
to-
we
it's
currently
dying,
assume it's
die.
still up.
Right?
For the duration of the spell.
Eric, would Bryn be able to surmise whether we can scry on Tati? Were we able to scry? Would it be
Bryn
plausible?
being very intelligent, let me find out if Bryn would be able to determine this. 1 second.
That's such a funny question.
Like, legitimately, that's a great question, and it's one that Walker would ask of me regarding Bryn. So we are going to find out what Bryn would know. Did
His
Bryn
question
go
is-
to Scrying 101?
If we could scry, would we be able to?
It's a
Yeah,
26.
Christ, so what is this
The
question?
question is, what is the likelihood that scrying is a prevented action due to this?
We're gonna
Jail.
go out and get a scroll of scrying.
With a 26,
What's
Bryn
plan?
would tell you if it's blocking the mental link, it probably prevents scrying.
For the record, we have a hat. We have a magic hat where we can pull it out if
We
that
already
were
asked that hat
possible.
for a scroll of
We-
scrying.
I
You get
believe
pissed
so.
at us if we tried
Learned that
again?
though, because I tried to scry on the individual in there and it got blocked.
Damn,
Oh,
you're right.
So-
well,
We didn't
Yes.
find out why, but we would have known it was either blocking that individual or something like
Correct.
that building.
wait a
So-
second. There's
Oh,
still
wait,
lots
so
of
then-
magic in there. Wait, so she's not dead.
Well, our
we didn't
concentration is.
cause the scrying not to work. We just
'Cause-
knew that that's
Why
a
didn't no one say
possibility.
this? I thought she'd just be dead. Like, there's something in there that's blocking the connection.
Well, our concentration is still up, so that suggests she's not dead yet.
Well, can you concentrate on something even if the target's dead? It just won't do anything.
Well, I don't think I can cast spells on targets that are dead, and I think they just fizzle once
Yeah, you
they're.
cast it on them alive when they're alive, then they die, but then you still are technically thinking about it, even if you don't know whether they're dead or not, right? I don't know. This is more of a philosophical thing, maybe.
Make my eyes
Not
go
good at that
cross.
stuff.
For the record, I don't think Tati's dead. I don't think that she dropped dead the
Well, now I
second
don't
we
think
lost
she's
signal.
dead because she wouldn't die that easily. But I thought the only way that her connection would be severed would be if she died. But now that you bring out the possibility of like a little bit of like a connection issue, then maybe she's probably alive.
Bryn says, I've been telling you guys that for 9 minutes, and you keep talking about her being dead, so I just stopped trying.
In our defense,
You need to
Bryn,
be louder,
you're
Bryn.
very
You're never
easy to talk
loud.
over.
That is a really good Brit impression for the record. If you did not have inspiration, you'd be getting it. Hi, Walker.
It just seemed like it would
Wait,
be
so
appropriate.
then assuming that they're alive, then we shouldn't all barge in like going crazy because she's probably still alive and we don't want to blow her cover.
Okay, do we give it like an hour? And if there's no word, then we storm in? Keep in mind, we can always just rewind with the key.
at
hopefully.
the hour mark, the invisibility spell's worn off. So if it's been that long, we're in deep trouble, right? So
That's what I'm thinking.
okay,
feel
you know
like
what,
we
let's
should have told
reconvene
Tati
in like
before-
however long it takes for the invisibility spell to stop. How's that sound?
I don't need an. God damn it.
I feel like we should have told Tati beforehand that, like, after 2 hours, we're gonna, like, pull her out or reset. Because I think that's a good idea, but now, if she has plans to be in there longer,
Listen,
we also
I think we
risk
can-
intervening on her
Well,
plans.
maybe we should have communicated that, huh?
Yeah,
I think we can all agree
hindsight.
Bryn should have brought that up beforehand.
Well, maybe if your tears were correct the first time, we would have had time to tell her this.
Yeah, well, hindsight's not 2020, so let's just wait this one out.
Okay, let's just wait. Camera moves back.
The camera is being sent back to you, Tati,
Can
as
I
it finds
roll-
you at the bottom of the cistern.
Is it like a D19 now?
For what?
I'm gonna follow the
Oh, you want to go to another
place.
another place?
I don't have a better plan for how to get through this castle other than search
Ren,
and hope I find the thing I'm looking for.
And on the
Okay.
left wall.
I know, basically.
D18 because you've negated 2 of them.
2 of them.
You
I
went
found
down
the
the
kitchen,
kitchen
that's why.
and went up
Yeah.
the drainage. 11.
11.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Put you here. All right, Tati, we're going to move the camera over to there.
Was I supposed to rescue him or just find him? Was there a message for him?
Tier 2 was find him. Tier 3 was get him out.
All
Okay.
right, so Tati, as you come up through a toilet,
I'm in a
It's-
toilet.
highly unpleasant in this room.
Not my favorite toilet.
You do see a bathroom inspection checklist.
Mm.
It gets checked every 4 hours.
Did they even mark off the last time they did it?
They did. And the
close are
last
we to
time
the
would have
next
been 2
inspection?
hours ago.
That's plenty of time. There's only one door here. Is this door a wood door?
It is a wood door.
Can I hear anything on the other side of it?
On the other side of this door at the moment, you do not hear anything at the moment.
I would like to take a deep breath, reset, be sneaky, be quiet, and poke my head through the door.
Okay.
What a narrow. Oh,
You appear to be in a bank of prison cells.
oh, that's good news. Kind of. The problem with these narrow halls is that it's really hard to slip past people.
You hear to the north of you the clanking of someone walking down towards you.
Oh, I'm gonna go away from him. That doesn't sound good. Prison cells don't have any windows or like little cubby holes in the door that I can see through.
Nope, these are very heavy metal doors that have very large locks on them.
Do they have nameplates?
They do not have nameplates.
That would have been handy. This guy that's walking towards me, he doesn't happen to have like keys jingling on his clanky.
He does not have keys. Instead, he has a platter of food.
Uh-huh. This wall / door that's in the center, is that also a heavy metal door?
Yes.
Goddamn. I'm gonna time my steps and go around and around, and no one's talking. No, I can't overhear like a conversation where they're like, "Good thing we put what's his face in that room in the corner."
Nope, they are being very diligent about their military discipline.
Minus points. I want to keeping pace and hopefully find a wider part of the hallway.
Sure. All right, so I have to keep moving these characters. 3.
I've played this video game.
You are being very stealthy. And
So quiet.
eventually she will go around the bend.
The bend looks like it opens up a little bit.
You will hear that individual clanking behind you. And he will
He
stop for a
provides-
couple moments and
Oh, what's he
open
doing?
a slot in the door.
Oh no, I wish I was closer to him.
And then
A slot in the door?
puts the platter into the slot and closes the door.
Did he have to lock or unlock the slot?
No, it's just a meal slot. And, oh, I'm sorry. Yes, he has to lock and unlock the meal slot. Otherwise, people can reach out and mess with the locks.
I mean, that sounds ideal. But all right, fine. Lock and lock. Does he have a key to unlock and lock
He does.
it? That he wears on a big ring on his belt?
Yes.
Just out in the open where people might be able to snag it?
Yep. For the meal slots.
For the meal slots. Is he stopping at any more doors?
Nope. He only had the one platter.
Oh, that's true. God damn, this place is tight. Well, all right. These people, are they sitting at desks or are they just standing at
That
attention?
should be a wall. You shouldn't be able to see through that. I don't know why you.
Oh, I
see
can't.
Why can you see through that?
I
Roll
don't know.
20
I thought
has
it was.
messed with me.
I can't see that. There's no door. Oh, I guess it would be a door if I went on this side.
There. I have corrected
Okay.
the lighting issue.
I feel better. Fantastic. I guess the food
Couple
had to
more
come from
moments.
somewhere.
Yep. You will hear them clanking around doing their patrols.
I believed in them this whole time. Does he go back to patrol or is he going away?
He is going to be coming towards you.
I am going to make sure I'm not in his way.
All right.
So
I'm going to give him
dexterous.
another perception check here because I got to give him a chance. Come on, dude. Nope. All right. He
To
knocks.
even out that door?
He knocks on the
Oh.
door.
Whatever.
And the door will unlock and open. He will come through, at which point the door will close
Oh, harsh.
and they
Very
will
harsh.
lock it. And you will hear him walking away.
All right. And this is the most likely looking place, I guess. That other angel lady, where'd she go? She's way down at the south part.
Yes, she's currently all the way down here.
In that case, while she's doing that, I'm gonna, I guess, investigate these doors. can I try to pick the lock of just the food tray place?
Sure.
So quietly.
Okay. You try to pick the lock on this one. Awesome.
Yeah. Oh, I should probably roll something for that.
Yes, please. Thieves' tools.
That seems like a good idea. Thieves' tools is roguecraft. Oh, I think I probably have advantage on that, but
See what I can do. I can do this.
38 is probably okay.
Yep. Okay. I can't do that. All right. With 38, you easily unlock the slot. You want to peek through?
Yep, I just want to see what's in there.
Cool. You look through there and you see this.
No prisoners. Is that a bed? Am I looking at a bed?
Yes. With no sheets.
And lead walls all around?
Yep.
No sheets.
Yeah, you're just
All right.
looking through the slot. Your head does not go through the slot.
That's fine. I would like to time it so that I can go back to the door that just got fed
Okay.
when the lady is as far away from it as possible.
All right.
Is she going around in a loop still?
She is.
Then I will match her loop.
Okay. We can go ahead and jump through the hoop of you doing the loop-de-loop.
That happens, and I'm going to go back towards that door that someone just ate food from.
All right. So we will take you over to there. And you want to unlock this one?
Yes, please.
All right.
Rogie craft.
Ruggy Craft.
Nice.
With the 40 you easily unlock it, and you peek
What's in
inside.
there?
Damn.
Who does he look like? Does he have a name tag on his shirt?
He does not have a name tag on his shirt. He appears to be a man laying on a bed.
I am. Fantastic. Fantastic. Alright, I'm gonna try this. I'm still keeping an eye on the lady who's doing her patrol,
Right?
and I'm gonna time this for she's not in like anywhere near me. But I
Okay.
would like to let's see, what do I have in here? Some fantastic things. All right, I'm going to like basically I'm gonna write a letter, like a real quick. Hey, are you from the mirror thing? Yes or no? I'm Tati. Check the box.
Okay.
Sorry, I was just.
And you just pass a note to the guy?
Yeah, I'm just gonna like when no one's around, real quietly just slip that through the lunch food tray space and shut the tray again and
Okay.
like keep it hidden. And then hope that he can mark yes or no I am from the mirror order.
How stealthy were you when you slipped it in?
It's fine.
Crazy.
Yeah, stealthy.
Were you trying to be stealthy?
Of course, I'm full stealthy all the time. Right
He
now.
doesn't see it and won't see it for a while.
Oh goddamn. Okay. Like in that case, I get pop back into my inventory. I'm gonna pull out a ball bearing from my bag of ball bearings
Sure.
and stealthily open the thing and then unstealthily ping the ball bearing off my note. Like and shut the door stealthily again.
Okay, you will hear him get up and walk over. The meal flap opens. You see him looking
Okay.
outside, doesn't see you.
Cool.
And then you will hear guards from
God damn it.
inside the cell. He's calling for the guards.
What a spaz. No, this is because I couldn't introduce myself. That's what's up.
And
All right.
you hear
I'm
the
gonna...
hurried footsteps coming from the north.
Which direction is she coming from? That one. I'm gonna sneak around the other side. Goddamn.
All right.
I still want to listen out though to see what he's saying. I'm hoping someone says a name.
Okay. You hear her say, "What is it, sir? Someone's trying to get into the prison. They know who I am. You need to tell Sahar.
Mhm.
Right away, sir. I'm going to lock this and ensure it stays closed. And she's going to cast a spell.
Hi.
And then she's going to click, 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 click away.
All right. I'm gonna pop back into the toilet.
All right.
I feel like I did a lot of the things that I was supposed to do.
All right.
I'm gonna pop back into the toilet and try to backtrack and make my way back to the party and let them know that like 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
All right. So as you arrive, you try to go up, correct? You have ways to fly again?
I can trigger fly. I don't want to trigger fly until I have to.
Okay.
I can hover really, really slowly. But I don't want to go back to the attic, I don't think.
No?
That feels like out of the way. If I can get back... Let's see, how high do I have to get to just shoot over the wall again? Can I just go up-ish and then look for windows? Is that an option?
You want to go through that drainage grate that you were at and then try to flee?
Well, I was already... When I went through the drainage grate,
Uh-huh.
I thought I was pretty far down already, and I didn't see any windows.
You were very far down already. So you want to try to make your way back up to somewhere and out.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think worst case scenario, I'll go all the way back up, but I'm hoping that there's a window on the way.
You're going to pop into several bathrooms, and one of the situations is not pleasant.
Mm-hmm. There's no ventilation in these bathrooms. That's the problem.
Right. So as you make your way up, you eventually start climbing instead of having to fly because the walls are so close. But yeah, you're going to be able to find an exit at some point.
When I find a window,
Sure.
I am going to look out for flying guards.
There are many. The place is abuzz. They are now on intense patrol.
For sure. I'm going to keep an eye out for like the most likely... Actually, you know what might be fun? I think I have an exploding Ruzid doll. like one of those like little chattery teeth that just...
Sure. Boom.
I'm gonna let exploding Ruzid go off some bit below me,
Okay.
and then hopefully distract for fraction of a second. If I can get an opening from the window straight out back towards the city. My flight is... How fast am I? I'm pretty dang fast. Hold on.
We are going to roll one more perception check, trying to detect you as you tried to leave. Come on. Nope. All right. You're able to depart and return to the party.
Jesus. Yeah. I mean, get back to the city, get back to hiding, get back to... I'm going to pick up a snack on the way. I feel like I deserved it.
All right. You find a corn dog stand.
Mm.
They have minis
they
and
have-
full corn dogs on a stick.
Ooh, minis. Is it like many minis on a stick or like little mini sticks?
It's like chains on a rope. It's got like 6 of them on one stick, and then one long one if you want to get the long one. It's going to cost you 1 silver piece either way.
Silver piece it is.
Very well.
Take that off. I want to chill out and relax on my way back. Does my connection with the telepathy come back?
It does come back.
I would like to quietly be like, "Hi guys."
I'm Tati.
Oh wait, she's not dead.
Yeah, I told you.
I completed most of the priorities. I found the guy.
What did you?
You're not
Okay.
dead, right? You're not like talking to us from the dead, right?
Nope. I infiltrated the prison castle vault, and I found the guy that we're looking for.
That's great. Where was the prison?
Where was the prison? That whole castle,
The whole thing?
What?
with the possible exception of the attic.
That feels like
Uh,
a classic prison spot, so I'm surprised that
That makes it even more impressed that you got in and found anything.
you checked the whole thing. The whole thing's prison. Except for the attic.
No, I didn't check the whole thing. I checked a lot of it, and then I met someone in the attic who said that the whole thing was a prison. She was really
We
nice.
gotta
I don't
trust
think
the
I got
guy,
her
the
name.
person in the attic.
Yeah.
Wait, why is there someone who's like just amicable to you in that place?
What do you mean?
I mean, you're great, but like, wouldn't the people in there be trying to kill you for?
They didn't like
intruding?
narc on you like
Oh,
immediately.
the guy I was trying to rescue definitely did.
Oh.
That's why I didn't bring him back
Wait,
with me.
what?
I'm so-
Wow, we missed a lot during your silence.
I want to come on back with my hot dogs.
Was it like one of those really plush prison cells who's like, man, I really don't want to leave because outside sucks?
It was a
Wait, but
really
so-
small prison cell with no windows and a giant door, and he had his food on a tray that was shoved through a locked space. But
So that
when I made my initial overture, I didn't even get a chance to introduce myself. And he immediately called for the guards, and the guards called him sir, and then they talked to each other and decided to lock him up even more and look for whoever was breaking into the prison.
is there a chance he's in there for his own protection to keep him from Kendall?
That is where my
I mean-
thoughts lead me as well.
Like,
I
not
still feel
not
like
a
we could
great
get him a nicer
idea.
place.
I mean, it'd probably be better just to like have it out with Kendall and die in glory than live in this tiny hole.
You know, some people hold a different opinion than you.
I have noticed that, yeah. So, I hand out my open palm to Coin.
Okay.
As we pay,
And
as
or
we pay.
3 priorities completed.
Look, I have to think about which IOU I owe you now. Can I give you an IOU for the IOU?
I mean, I already have that IOU. Oh, you want an IOU for this IOU?
Exactly. Coin just writes IOU on a blank piece of paper. Doesn't say anything else. It just
I'm
hands
pretty
you
sure
it.
that's what my last one said.
One is in bolder text.
All right, I'm gonna add that to my inventory. IOU number 2.
If you wait long enough, you can come back and negotiate that to mean anything at all. And just whittle
You know,
them down
my
into
last
a
one
range.
actually said IOU 1,700 gold pieces. This one just says IOU.
Yeah, see? It's a system. It's a consistent internal system.
All right, I tucked that away. Very pleased. So what do you guys want to do about the prisoner?
How are we gonna get around like the 10,000 guards that are swarming the place? I mean, I look out the window and I just see them it's like a bunch of insects.
Oh, Coin, can I borrow your map tools?
Please. I encourage you to. Oh,
Uh,
toss you a notepad.
I'm gonna put on a mask, and then maybe Coin could help me. I'd like to do up a map of the bit that I saw, which is mostly plumbing.
Sure.
But
Okay.
we have a bright point of like how the walls are more or less laid out on the way in, a bright point in the attic, bathroom, plumbing, a couple junctions, grate leading up to alchemy spot.
Wait a second. We're gonna go ahead and do this. Alright, you want the plumbing map, huh? Alright.
I mean, I'm happy to try and draw it based on description if you want.
I've literally
Or
got a
play.
pen. We're gonna go ahead and take care of this. I'm gonna
A
draw
pen?
this for you. Okay, here we
He's
go.
got a pen.
So,
I'm excited to find out what's about to happen.
yeah, I'm going to go ahead and draw a map for you based off of the information that Tati provided. So,
Oh, okay.
we will take a screenshot of this and send it to you guys so you have access to it. Coin, can I get a cartography check so I can give you the based off of the accuracy of your skill?
I mean, I'm happy to, but it sounds like Tati is the one trying
That's
to do it
valid.
correct, or is she trying to guide Coin on it?
Let's see. What is the skill for that, by the way?
Intelligence or survival,
Just
your
a straight-
choice.
Straight intelligence
Yep.
or survival?
Yep.
I am with a mask and Coin's tools.
Yeah. Does have cartographer's tools.
Let's see. You've got cartographer's tools. I got a mask that's about to give me cartographer tools proficiency, and advantage from you, which I think is a D20 plus 5 for intelligence, plus 6 for tools, plus 6 for proficiency, with advantage.
Okay.
It would do.
That's
33 on the first roll.
a big one.
Helps if you type all the numbers. 31 on the second roll. So
Cool.
33.
Very good. All right, so I'm basing this off of all the places you visited. So give me just a second here while I do that. You guys can discuss, and I will get this to you in just a moment.
So that's one of the classier toilets. I also saw some that were just holes in plyboard.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I guess this is an attic toilet.
No, I think, yeah, the one you do is, it looks closer to the one I saw in the attic.
I'm glad I got
And-
that one accurate.
You know, kind of weirdly, in the attic, the woman I met, she had wings and a tail, but they were like red, leathery wings, and she had horns like a tiefling, or yeah, mostly like a tiefling. And almost all of the guards I saw that had wings had like
Uh-huh.
celestial wings.
I'm definitely confused because this place is supposed to be, again, vaguely evil, and yet the description doesn't sound like it.
Oh well, we haven't gotten to like the real nasty toilets yet.
Does that mean we're the baddies?
Wait, so if the
Just
toilet is
normal,
nasty, the
or-
place is evil? What?
Well, I think probably, I'm just guessing. I don't want to put words inside his mouth, but his understanding of the real fancy toilet that I found in the attic makes him think that it's a pretty chill place.
I'm not even gonna fight that, fair enough.
I'm very confused.
Even-
What evil places check the toilets every few hours? I'm just saying, they don't generally have that level of rigor behind them.
Well, I
Some
think
people
if
do,
they
or
make
people
somebody
have,
check the toilets and then clean the mess every 4 hours, that might feel evil to the person that has to do it.
Yeah, but then they're not gonna do a good job, so it's not gonna be that clean.
Yeah.
Some of them were pretty
I
gross.
tend to agree with Sizen for once. I think we need to have pristine toilets on our island, and then no one will think we do anything bad.
So,
Ooh.
if it's a
Wait.
toxic work environment, that means that the whole place is like an evil denizen of all the like scoundrels and bad people of the world. Like, I'm not sure I buy that.
Well, that's what Segeos' plumbing was like.
I mean, yeah.
I
Don't have any
agree
problem.
that it's not like definitive evidence. It's more of like
It's
just
a supportive
observations.
piece.
Yeah. So I found the alchemy lab. After that grate, it's guarded by a couple of those angel types in like face armor, and I couldn't figure out what exactly they're building in there. But
Probably
when
nothing good.
a rused distraction was used past the alchemy lab, and there was a really pretty woman that maybe I couldn't see because I don't know why the lighting was working. But they reported to her, and she had like a big office, and then she knew that someone was infiltrating, so she was gonna call the cards again. Then I went looking for the kitchen, hoping to get back into the plumbing because clearly I was pretty far away from the jail cells. Found the dining hall. Everyone's eating in there. They seem to have good food. I didn't get to taste any of it. But weirdly, right off the dining hall, there was like a little cubby of a hall and a huge metal door, like even bigger than the normal metal doors, which made me think that there was like a huge, scary something, like it was chained up even. But I didn't have like an obvious way to get in there, and I wasn't sure that the person we're trying to rescue was that important. Although, given that people were calling him sir and then running around and on his orders, maybe he is more important than I thought. I did find the kitchen. Went back into the plumbing. Yep, that's what I looked like the whole time. You know, I'm kind of tempted to come up with like a Tati doll next. like one of those little cursed voodoo dolls.
Yeah. Be great.
Yeah, and then I did manage to find real nasty toilets. I mean, not the worst ones, but they weren't the best ones. And they were in a room with jail cells and real narrow halls, and then real big guards that were taking up the whole space in the hallway. Fortunately, there were two guards, and they both walked in the same direction, so I just got myself in between them and then kept pace, and then I was able to get around. I only checked a couple of the jail cells, but I only found the one person in the jail cells.
Walk
Any
me through
ideas how to
again.
break this person out? Like, how are we gonna get him out?
Yeah.
I think we might have to knock him out, or he's going to alert the guards. Can we buy him? Like, if he's a prisoner, can we transfer him?
When we did all this work to like steal him, and now we're gonna buy him.
No, we don't. I mean, we could try. Like, I don't know. I just thought that might be like an opening.
Does that imply that like we're screwed? Like there's no way we're getting him out, so we should just. Buy
No, we
him?
definitely could. There's not a lot of room in that hallway, and I feel like he's gonna make a ruckus as soon as.
I mean, I'll make
if
a
we can
racket.
get in, knock him out, put him in a bag of holding, we can use Segeos' sigil to teleport back to the island.
Oh, that worked.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's supposed to go through
Maybe.
everything, isn't it?
Can you put an unwilling unconscious person in the bag of holding? Probably.
Yeah, we've done Saphira before.
I feel like Saphira
Right.
in spirit wants to go with us.
She was like very possessed by Bloodlord. She was not that interested in joining us.
That was true. That was true.
So we knock him out, put him in the bag of holding, use the sigil, and teleport out. Does none of the letting in there everywhere stop that from happening?
Oh, I didn't
Maybe?
test it.
I don't.
You want me to test
I
it?
don't know. But would Grid know?
Bryn's
Well-
gonna shrug. I have no idea.
I think the point of the sigil was that, like, it works.
That was my
Oh
assumption.
yeah, I guess it did work no matter what, right? It even worked in an anti-magic field. Yeah, that'll probably work then. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I mean,
I
couldn't you
wonder
get
why
back
he
into
doesn't
that-
want to be rescued.
So, Coin, you're
That
not
is
far
the other
off.
thing.
Here's the hand-drawn map.
Far off with my random scribbles. Wow.
So,
Impressed even myself.
do you
That's your hand-drawn map.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah, that star over on the left, that's where the prisoner was. Directly across that, with the 3 circles, those are the toilets. Oh, and then if you continue to the east from the toilets, you have to go through the plumbing. But there's a grate over there. It looks a little bit like a biscuit. And that is... right north of that is the alchemy lab, and then further, like a couple rooms north of that is the kitchen, and then north of that obviously is the dining room.
Did you
you,
access
Biscuit.
this through a straight shot through the walls? Do you have? a
No,
semblance
the
of
walls
how
are
deep-
covered in lead everywhere. I
Oh.
hit my head so often. Like, you don't realize how much you come to believe in your own skills to walk through walls until you eat wall for like the 9th time. I
does wall
think I
taste
have
like?
a bruise. Like, I think
Oh.
my eyebrows might be a different color now.
Oh, so it tastes like pain.
But- I'm sorry to hear that, but in a way that might be good, because then maybe you have a better idea of how to get all of us in to this
Well, do we
location.
really all need
I
to go there? I
suspect-
mean, in theory, couldn't you just...
No.
I feel like the plumbing might not work for, and then I just kind of cut my eyes over to Sizen and his armor.
Well, okay, there's a dragon here, and I'm being targeted for
Wait,
not
yeah,
getting the plumbing.
I was about to point that one out.
Give me
but-
my boots
yeah.
back.
Ruzid notoriously changes size.
Okay, I could revert out of this, but I kind of don't want to. Like,
I have
know,
a
it's on
potion
really
of-
long
of-
cooldown.
Minimizing whatever it's called.
Oh, wait, that'll work.
I'm limber.
I do
can
take the boots
squeeze.
off though. Not totally sure why I had these. Here you go.
I wasn't sure what you saw yourself, so wanted to make sure it helped
I
with
mean,
stuff.
wouldn't it be all right?
No,
if-
they're real fancy looking.
Wouldn't it be okay if you guys, like, we don't need everyone to use the sigil. We just need someone that can teleport to use the sigil, and then they can just teleport back to wherever we need to go later after the fact.
If I put my memory of the space where the prisoner was in the Stone of Chronicles, Oshin, can you use that to help teleport to a accurate location?
Well,
You
I don't know
know
if a
to
normal
get out of
teleport
wards
would work,
against
right?
that.
Isn't it leaded everywhere, and there's like 10 billion?
I was
wards?
led against teleport too.
Yeah.
I don't have that spell. I kind of dipped out of like spellcasting classes pretty
What
early
I'm
on.
saying is that someone who can teleport would go in with you, use the sigil, teleport
Oh.
you and the person who can teleport and the prisoner out, and then cast teleport after the fact to get wherever we actually want to go, and not to the like location where the sigil brings you.
That is smart.
So you don't need to get me in there, and I don't need to drink a potion, and you don't need to worry about Syson's noisy armor.
Mhm.
Something still just doesn't add up as to why there's a bunch of vaguely heavenly-looking beings holding this prison here, of all places, and why he doesn't want to be let out. I almost want to go talk with them.
Maybe it's
one
like
thing-
it's like a kind of like tables are turned sort of thing, where like it's not that he's the one that's free and we're the ones that are in prison, sort of.
Oh,
Tati,
now I really want to get in that cell.
Very Matrix. Yes.
Tati, you get a
I'm arrested.
message.
Look what.
You have received a sending. Tati,
From who?
it's Sophie.
Yes. Oh.
We need to meet urgently. I'll be at the Melting Wick. Don't trust anyone until then.
Oh. I can respond, right?
Yes, you can respond.
Hi, Sophie. I am so excited to see you again. I want to introduce you to all the voices.
I
But
was gonna ask if we're invited. Yay, we're invited.
if it's overwhelming, I will introduce you slowly. Do you like hot dogs? I don't think she can respond again on the same
She
casting.
cannot.
Wait, we're getting hot dogs? Wait, we're getting hot dogs?
I mean, I
Do
tried
they
some and they were
have
actually really good.
I want some.
vegetarian options.
I didn't get any for you.
Oh,
Vegetarian hot dog options?
Wait, the hot dogs just for
I'm
me?
just asking.
Well, I didn't ask, so we might still be in luck.
Sounds gross. I don't want a vegetarian hot dog.
My new friend really needs to meet at the Wick. Did she say when?
Is this a trap?
Tonight?
Wait, your new friend that you met inside of a prison who may or may not have been a prisoner?
Yes.
Yeah,
This does
Her
kind of
name-
feel like setup.
Is Sophie, and she is possibly a tiefling. Is she a tiefling?
Wait, is this the prisoner or is this the person in the attic?
She looked a little bit. I don't think the succubi had tails. Did they have tails?
They
They can have tails.
can have tails.
Tieflings can have tails too.
Tieflings
Ah,
can have
Wait, are you
tails.
saying you
Prisoner
met
or
another
person in
succubi in the attic?
Menos.
What was that, Hermenos?
I
Repeat.
said you look at Hermenos, who is a tiefling who has a tail.
I mean, it's real cool. I like how it whips around like that, and it reminds me of some stuff I read once.
What was that?
Oh, do you want a book recommendation?
I mean, I read it too. It's that Tales. I don't remember what the name of it was. Do you?
Do you remember the
Brandon's going
the
to speak up
chapter on-
exotic tales and how to use them.
Ah, yeah.
You're familiar with that as well?
Yeah, I
Did you
mean,
read that too?
there's so many people that have tails that I feel like it's part of your cultural maturity to get informed.
Yeah, Tales are nice.
It is a rite of passage.
In any case, I didn't ask Sophie what her species is, but it is a species that had a tail. It's probably not going to come up. It's probably not going to be part of the conversation, but she does want to meet me tonight at the Wick, the burning Wick, the melting Wick.
Okay, Toddy, odds that it's
Quick
a
stop.
trap.
Yeah, it could be.
Bryn, run the math.
She seems real nice, though. I mean, she said she would call the guards on me, but because she had to, and then she thought we could be friends anyway. And
Wait, but if Grim
she
wants the math, wouldn't it
Well,
make it
you
an
know-
100% chance that it's a trap at that point?
Yeah, I figure it's better to be sure.
You know what? You know what our mutual
Wait,
friend will
that's
say
genius.
about it being a trap.
I've just
Remind us.
hidden it. I've kept it.
She,
Coin.
she,
It's here when you want it.
she would say, "Let's spring it."
Let's bring it. Like, you know what they say about mice and traps? They always get the cheese.
Getting away with it's the catch.
I mean, the second one always gets away with it.
Could be. Let's. Do you want to be the second one?
Kind of dark, man.
Hey, who knows this town, and does anyone know where the Snazzy Wick is?
Absolutely none of us know this town.
What even is a snazzy wake?
No, I think it sounded like a tavern, maybe, or a bar. The Wet Wick.
Also, before
Wait a
we
minute.
leave, there's something we probably should have done
Yeah.
a while ago that we never did. Did anybody legend lore Glimmerdeep?
No,
I think so.
I feel like that could have given us some good information. It maybe could still be good to do.
I might be a little late for that.
For the
I should've done
record,
it before we
Eric
sent
went
it.
and checked this twice to make sure you hadn't.
No, it's just us.
I know. And it's great. But Eric
It
went
does
and
feel like
checked
something we
twice.
would have done.
Yeah.
Hey, Satan doesn't have it. I can't do it.
Right.
Oh.
100%.
I would have leeway to say Bryn may have considered it. I cannot obviously speak.
Right.
It's unfair to assume with Walker here that it might not have crossed him, but I also think he's been preoccupied.
Well, maybe he calculated the probability of it giving us useful information, and then it became 0 when he thought about it.
Yeah, maybe.
All right.
I believe
I
I
think
now get to
someone-
use the God damn it, Brucid.
Someone needs to start the Google searches, and someone else needs to get more hot dogs and figure out where the burning wick is.
I kind of want to get some hot dogs, and then the player's gonna get some chips.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. So, you guys, what do you want to do exactly?
I've still got a legend lore for the day, so I can Google up. What do you want? Glimmer Deep?
Glimmer Deep, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, could also even search up the guy we're trying to break out. But I feel like Glimmer Deep's not a bad thing to start with.
I'm also very interested in the guy we're trying to break out. But we still have a few people with legend lore, so I will start with Glimmer Deep.
So, you're going to start with legend lore on Glimmer Deep. Awesome. Glimmer Deep. The dungeon, the vault and prison where ancient forces are held to prevent them from escaping into the wider world of Toivoa. It exists as a fortress and castle within the Isle of Vehan, protected by the Auric Vigil, a order of paladins, monks, clerics, and sorcerers dedicated to preventing evil from spreading in the world. They keep things here that should not get out. The Glimmer Deep descends as far as the imagination can go beneath the surface of Toivoa. It's said to hold secrets, and even an old god is supposedly contained within, according to legend. Who knows what's true and not about the Glimmer Deep? The secrets that come out of there don't exist. All that we know is that rumors of the things that go in and do not come out. Town of Vehan regularly sees celestial beings around the castle. That type of presence, and even draconic forms, is not uncommon in this area. However, the Auric Vigil minds their own business, and the rest of the Isle of Vehan is lawless and chaotic. The dichotomy of the Auric Vigil and the rest of the Isle of Vehan are as stark as black and white, one being a bastion of goodness and the other being a den of evil. The Auric Vigil take their charge dutifully and militaristically. There is no compromise. They are bound by oaths in order to protect the entirety of Toivoa from what lies within. There's rumors that people have attempted to gain access, but no one ever emerges. Most recently, Ashlyn Delise, the great pirate captain of old, has contracted with someone in order to gain access to some of the artifacts within. It's said that she holds a bounty out on certain items or a certain way to get into the castle. If she gains access to it, she's offered to pay a handsome sum of gold or power to the person who can provide her with the appropriate information. The Glimmer Deep has stood resolute and unbreached for thousands of years. Nothing comes out. That's what you
Yeah, we
learned.
really should look that up before we went in there.
Wait, so we're gonna break a 1,000-year record? That's pretty cool.
Tati just
already
did.
broke the 1,000-year record.
Well, you got to realize that's the legend. And Tati's
Also-
probably not going to be the one who's going
Yes,
to
Tati
say it.
is the legend.
Right.
Yeah, Tati is inclined to tell her legends.
Oh, I know.
Only to Imkill. No, I mean unlike that. Yeah, I just meant that publication is not as big a theme for Tati. I am. All right. Well, that was my legend lore for the day.
Anyone want to search the guy just in case?
Coin.
I'll consider it.
Ruzid could do it too, but he's on a hot dog run.
No, I'm here.
Where's this guy?
Where is he?
Yeah.
The guy that we're trying to rescue?
Mm-hmm.
You're
I
asking
know
where
his name is
he's the
Kalor.
star, the little star on the map. I point to the map. Were you asking something else?
No, I'm on board.
Okay.
Processing it.
That's-
I feel like I still don't totally understand how we're getting to this position to begin with, but coin's
Oh.
on board for that.
we figured we'd legend lore who he is while we're planning.
Considering we just figured out this place is a bastion of good holding immeasurable evils inside, it does question as to why he is in there.
Yeah. I mean, there is
Defining good and evil in this case.
there are concerns with letting this guy loose.
He doesn't want to be loose, or at least maybe he's afraid.
Making this guy loose, then there are problems.
Maybe we just need to talk with him and get some information and leave him in there.
He wouldn't even pass a note in class.
Rather than let cowardice be his prison.
In that case, he can
Yeah,
carry it with
that's
him.
kind of dark, Meadows.
Wait, what if the Glimmer Deep guys are just really good at advertising and they're actually evil after all?
Did you figure out where the
It's
sticky wicket
possible.
is?
No, but I got some hot dogs.
You had 2 priorities. I had like 3 or 5 or something. You had 2. All right, I'm
I
gonna.
don't know, I just saw someone selling hot dogs and then just kind of snatched them and kept moving, and everyone just kind of stared at me in horror.
Cool. I'm gonna break out like a mustard packet and help Ruzid outfit his hot dogs, and then I'm gonna leave you guys to legend lore what's his face while I go figure out where the candle wick is.
Now, I do have to ask, Ruzid, is it mustard? Is it sriracha mayo? Is it relish? What are we doing with your corn dogs?
I think it's gonna be mustard, and I also think. Wait, do I know? I think I know Mage Hand. Wait, let me verify this information if I do. I actually don't. Okay, never mind. Ruz is gonna need Toddy's help here.
Okay.
Yep.
Got it covered.
I was gonna say, yeah, give me some mustard.
I do a squiggle
Okay.
and a loop-de-loop on the end.
Eats the whole thing in one bite.
With or without the stick?
Was it a corn dog or a hot? I thought it was a hot dog.
Which
On a
one?
stick.
On a stick.
Corn
Oh,
dog.
the stick. Well, if there is, the whole thing's going down if there is a stick on it.
All right.
Regardless.
Cool. It goes down the throat. Awesome. Can I get you to roll 1d20 on a nat 1? That stick gets stuck.
And then disappointment happens.
Oh, yeah, it would be so much fun.
Just burp fire
You're
into
fine.
it.
Okay.
I don't burp fire. I burp.
I know, you should
poison.
learn.
Oh,
That's dragon shaming. Damn.
Literally in my physiology.
It's just such a cool trick. I mean, the poison's really cool too, but fire's so showy.
Be cool if you could
I don't know
cycle
what
it.
to tell you. Can't change nature.
It's magic. All right,
Depends
I'm
on
gonna
how
go.
far
Lady Gaga's "I Was Born This Way" begins to play.
The very context of nature is that it is constantly changing.
Mhm.
Very philosophical.
The Grode would know.
The Grode would
That was
know.
deep.
I need
That
to
I
make
was
a
being
shirt of
serious.
"The Grode would know."
Are you saying?
Growth would know.
Are you saying that because it? Never mind.
Go ahead,
What's
Ramirez. What are you saying,
Are you
Ramirez?
saying that because people perished?
Ooh.
That wasn't the first thing I was thinking, but like, it is applicable.
It is applicable. No, I was being very general.
I was thinking because, I mean, Coin would have started out as a tadpole.
It was a rough time in my life.
And then he changed a lot. I think he might have changed species.
Such a good joke.
As a question
He
before we
changed color
continue.
a couple times.
Yeah.
I used to be blue. You didn't actually know that, Hermanos, but like I used to be blue.
My question is, how do you know that? You're colorblind.
Me?
Yeah.
I know that blue and purple are different from silver. I know that a color is different from all the colors.
In my defense, I've never been colorblind, so I don't know what that means.
Wait, what color are you now, Coin?
Silvery
Well,
gray.
So Jaticom said it was a slate gray, but it's kind of
Mhm.
lightened, so it's kind of like a silver.
Hmm.
Also, I
What if-
literally sleep in a bucket of water. The first thing I see every night is my own reflection.
Uh,
I think I know.
what if Jati Kam is also colorblind and what he described you as is not what everyone else sees?
Yeah, maybe he was just making a cheap joke that you're not a gold coin.
That was a low blow, O'Sheen. I'm gonna let you
I
have
mean-
one of those, but that hurt.
Nature is about change, though. Coin could become a gold coin.
One day.
Wait, what's retaliation if he does a second one? You said you're letting him have one.
Could I talk Jaticom into it? I almost feel like it would be ungrateful to show up and be like, hey, I need a redo.
What if you did like a great and heroic act, and then Jati Kam came and found you and said, "Since you are, like my guy, I have another blessing for you, and it comes in gold."
I think it'd be great. There's a literal caste system that, the Grodes carried over from the Grung. And gold
Can I
is at
ask for
the
a
top of that.
blessing?
Gold's at the top of that system.
Can I ask for a blessing that lets me breathe fire so Toddy will stop asking me for it?
Unironically, maybe. I don't know how the rules work. He kind of
Yeah.
bathed me in lava, so
Shouldn't
But that
platinum
sounds
be
bad.
above gold in the caste system?
I don't think
So,
I've
like-
I
ever
don't think you can skip
seen a
one.
part.
If you bathe in lava and you're immune to fire, what is it even like? Is it like a nice warm bath or something?
I bet
Or
it's
made of
like it
lava.
feels sludgy. I bet
Sludgy.
like hard to move through.
Like, yeah, I could see that. But like, wouldn't it also be comfortable?
What if it just feels kind of like moist?
I would think it was like a mud bath.
No,
Do you
I
like
wanna
mud
bath.
baths?
That sounds fun.
All right. I have pretty moist skin, so it tends to sort of roll off, So I don't mind it. It just gets stuffy down there.
All right, for real. I'm leaving. I'm gonna go find out where the Candlewick is so that I can meet our new friend tonight.
Oh yeah, we're doing a
Dude.
jailbreak.
Do your research. Fill me in on who the prisoner is later. I'll see you guys.
Wait, you're not bringing us with you?
Whoa. Tati, what if it's a trap?
Wait,
I'm not
honestly,
going now. I don't even know where I'm trying to go and find out where to go.
Oh,
then-
okay. Well,
then
still
you
be
go.
careful. It could still be a trap.
You let Ruzid
Yeah.
go out by himself.
But he wasn't
Wait,
specifically going to the place where someone might be setting a trap.
He was
I
supposed to
didn't
be.
so.
Oh,
No, I did
I
not.
fully believed he'd get lost.
I said I was gonna get hot dogs.
We have faith that you're more competent in actually finding it. So
Okay, let's be clear here. Did I make any promise to do that objective that you guys keep prescribing to me? I literally said I was just gonna get some hot dogs and come back.
I thought that's how it happened because
code.
Coin prescribed tasks to me.
Okay, well I was only really half listening, and I just kind of wanted hot dogs.
You-
So that's good.
All right, I'm going for real. I'll be back. Figure out who the guy is.
It's a shame because the task I gave him was specifically to listen. He is failing, let me tell you.
it's to be expected.
Wait, does it matter if the task you gave me is to listen if I wasn't listening to your tasks?
You would know if you listened.
Okay, dude. Smart ass.
I'm a smart. All my body is smart.
Gosh, I hope Coin cast Legend Lore.
We'll have it covered.
So, Coin, are you going to be casting Legend Lore?
Yeah, off of the Australian Wave Finder feat, he is capable.
Cool. As Coin lays his head on the ground in order to cast the spell, what are you casting Legend Lore on?
Yeah, Coin's kind of trying to remember because we talked about gold grungs for 3 minutes. He is now
Kaylor.
Taylor.
The guy we're trying to break out.
Like, who are we doing? Oh yeah, Taylor.
Okay.
That's who I'm
Oh,
looking
God.
into.
All right. Before he was bound by silver vows and stationed beneath the Glimmerdeep, Kaelor Virethane was a rising blade in the courts of Mirosine, a realm now swallowed by silence and thorns. He was handsome, quiet, thoughtful in word, and peerless in combat. Nobles adored him, commoners trusted him, and diviners whispered that his soul bore the clarity of a still lake. But it was in the mirror gardens of his family estate that he first met her. A woman cloaked in mourning black, with laughter in her voice and warmth in her eyes. She called herself Kendall. She came as a widow of a fallen ally, seeking protection and solace among the Virethane banners. Her grief was painted with grace, her gaze held storms. To Kaelor, she was a mystery to be solved, a wound to be healed. The two walked among mirrored roses and crystal fountains, their words often trailing off into shared silence. Slowly, gently, he fell, not in lust, but in love, pure and terrible. His soul, so disciplined and steady, cracked open like a door left ajar in winter wind. Kendall, of course, was no widow. She was a succubus in disguise, tasked by her mistress to unravel Kaelor's mind, to make him choose her over duty, and in that betrayal sever a celestial pact his bloodline had maintained for generations. Yet something unexpected stirred in her. Kaelor's love was untainted by hunger or domination. He did not worship her, nor try to own her. He saw her, the parts buried beneath centuries of masks. Against her nature, Kendall hesitated. And when the time came to break him, to draw him into a binding of blood and sin, she found herself unable to speak the words. Her kiss was poison, yet she held it. Her claws itched for his soul, yet she left him untouched. Kaelor sensed the truth, though he never named it. Instead, one evening, under the violet dusk, he offered her a choice. Tell me who you are, truly, and I will love you still. She fled before the dawn. Years later, Kaelor sealed himself in the Glimmerdeep fortress, never speaking of her again. He took the oath of reflection, stripping his name from all public record. But in the mirror of his cell, when no one watches, he still sees her, the curve of her smile, the way her shadow stretched behind her like wings. To this day, he guards the wards she once sought to unravel, and wears the mirrored sigil on his chest, not as a shield, but as a reminder of the crack she left in him. Kendall has not forgotten either. She whispers his name to her victims when they're nearly broken, watches the stars for omens of his death, and smiles when her agents speak of a night of silence who dreams without rest. Some say she loves him still. Others say she never did. But Kaelor knows better. Love was never the danger. The danger was that, for one aching moment, she wanted to be worthy of it. And he escaped her clutches with the sigil.
God, we're so dumb for not looking this up earlier.
Well, now we know.
No, exactly
All right.
about it.
Is there any world where we just try and go through the proper channels, if they exist, to speak with him?
Well, if they
Technically speaking, we haven't. broken
report
down
to
connection.
him, a non-zero chance.
I'm struggling to think of anything. Would Bryn, do we reckon would have any input on that? Contacting him through a different means?
I mean,
Like
literally
Eric is
walking up to the
muted.
gates and trying to be like, "Hey, can we talk to him? we
Straight up
need his help,
visitation.
basically." Yeah.
Submit a
like-
letter. Maybe if you send a letter to him.
Bryn is going
No,
to
we
let
don't
out a
like
large expletive.
Mm.
You know that Ashlyn, she tried to get us to do her dirty work.
Oh yeah, that's a whole other thing. I kind of intend to warn them that she's coming, but I'm also very concerned as to what she wants to get out of there, because that could be really bad.
Hmm.
While you guys are considering this, Tati
Yep.
is going through town. Looking for what location?
The Warwick?
Warwick Davis is a great actor. However, you do
I
not find the
heard-
Warwick.
I heard we have to meet urgently at Wick.
Look for a willow tree.
Look for a willow tree. Look for a, the second right and then down to.
I bet if I do the tourist thing and ask around, somebody has, if it's a tavern or something, I bet someone's heard of this Wick.
Please roll your investigation or persuasion. How are we determining the wick?
I have full detective mode. I even have a hat for that. Here we go. Oh my god.
Well, this is not the Sunday group, nor is it the Monday group. You have a 27. So, because this group does not do critical fails on skill checks, you walk down the street, and after not even looking for anyone, you see a tavern sign that has a melting candle on it that says The Melting Wick.
I swear I heard that. I can't believe Bruce had missed this. Right here in the open.
In the open by your perspective.
Can I go take a peek in? Like, what's the vibe in here?
As you come inside, it's a pretty nice tavern. It's done up with a little bit of a rustic theming. But you look around and there is a barkeep. He's a half-orc. Rippling muscles. Looks like he's got just the right amount of underbite, and he's very well dressed.
Hi, I'm Tati.
Hey,
Are you
Tati.
open?
Yeah, just open it up for the dinner rush. Come on in. Pull up a stool. What'll it be?
I just wanted to I'm new in town. And
not
I'm
much is
meeting a
obvious.
friend. Is it?
Yeah, your clothes, they don't match the normal vibe.
Oh, I need to get a new outfit. It's been a while.
Yeah. So what's your
Yours
drink?
is cool. Sorry. Get anything with pomegranate?
Pomegranate. Got a liqueur. Yeah, let's see. He pulls up a small black bottle. What do you want with pomegranate? Just shot?
Let's see. How creative are you?
Not pretty creative. How about a pomegranate old-fashioned?
I'll take it.
And he will pour up a pomegranate old-fashioned while chatting you up. So,
I'm meeting
what brings you to town?
I'm meeting a friend later, and they recommended this place.
Yeah.
But, it's not till a bit later, I don't think. So does it get crowded here later? In the evenings?
Not usually. We
Pretty
are kind
good
of...
place to chat.
Yeah, it's more of a quiet bar.
Fantastic.
People come in to let go of their troubles, not get more of them.
I appreciate any place that is quiet enough to get a story out.
Of course.
You know when you can just talk to people?
Yeah.
I hate when the DJ blares through everybody's conversations.
Oh, yeah. No, this is not, the ugly dingo down the street.
That is a name, though.
Well, yeah. It's one of those Corlinite bars. So, what brings you to town specifically? Just to have a meeting with someone here?
I think we took a boat here.
Oh.
The thing is, we used to have a pretty solid crew, like a fantastic ship, solid crew, a lot of missions. The boat took its last adventure, and we're just trying to figure out what we're gonna do next. And basically, we need a boat again. We rented one to get here, but I'm really hoping that we can earn some money to pick up a new vessel.
Well, there's plenty of captains always trying to hire.
Yeah, Coin, he's our captain.
Coin?
Yeah.
Like, sea-chode coin.
That's the Grode.
Hot damn.
Have you heard of him? He's pretty famous.
Of course. Heard he's starting up some kind of restaurant chain or something.
Yeah, corn dogs. But you gotta know that the flavors are unique. Like he's put some real effort into finding just the niche that's open in the market.
Right. Well, I hope the best for him. Anything
Yeah,
that
if you
comes in
see-
and brings in more industry and more tourists would be beneficial, and maybe it'll calm down all the crime rate.
If you see coins, corn dogs around, definitely don't be shy about the unusual flavors.
He's going to have some competition here in town. There's a couple good corn dog stands.
Yeah, I picked some up actually. Those like baby link chains.
Yeah,
Not only are they delicious, but kind of fun to eat.
right? Yeah. So, what's the name of this friend of yours that you're supposed to be meeting up with?
Sophie.
Oh.
Oh, do you know her? She's from
yeah,
around here. So.
I know Sophie. Yeah.
Are you friends?
She's a regular, yeah. I wouldn't call her a friend, but good customer.
That's nice.
And he starts preparing a drink.
An extra one?
Yep, not for you.
What's he making?
He's making a sex on the beach.
My man.
Damn.
I think I'm gonna hang out here and have dinner, I guess.
We don't have much in the way of food, but you're welcome
I
to some
misunderstood
pretzels and some corn nuts. Here you go.
Oh, thanks.
Walking in the door at this point in time is Sophie.
I definitely told Sazen I was coming back.
Oh boy.
100%. And I fully did not think you would.
I was planning to. I didn't realize it was so late in the day. You guys telling stories with Legend Lore takes a while.
You think she's coming back, Sazen?
Oh, she told us she would. Surely she'll be back. She wouldn't lie to us,
I
right?
mean, I wanted her to come back because I wanted to meet this person and say hi. Oh well.
Surely we still have the telepathic bond up, right?
Do we?
Probably.
Can I get
not.
a 1d4
Fire.
to determine how many hours it lasted, please, Sason? Since Brent's not here?
Oh. Maybe.
Ooh.
Okay, yeah, telepathic bond's still up.
Yeah. Hey, Tati, it's been a minute. Did you find the place? Should we expect you back soon? We're getting dinner ready.
Yeah, I want to go visit. I want to meet Sophie.
I ignore all of those questions because my new friend just showed up. So I
So Tati's
jump up.
there.
I jump up off the bar stool and wave excitedly. Hi!
She comes in armed
Mm.
and walks over, sits on the stool, and takes a sip of her drink. You caused quite a ruckus today.
Oh, did the guards get some exercise? They were chasing me all over.
Yeah, a couple of them got reprimanded. It's going to be a rough day, rough week.
I bet they'll catch the next intruder, though.
I hope so. Hopefully it's not someone who's willing to talk.
Willing to talk?
Well, you're willing to talk. You meet me here, right?
Sure.
So, why did you break in?
Oh, that's... honestly, I don't know all of the reasons, but basically, we were looking for the Knight of the Mirrored Order.
Shh.
Shh. I
Kento,
look
can
around.
you leave us alone for a few minutes? Kento's gonna nod and go wipe down some tables.
Oh, it's a secret.
Yes, it's a secret. No one knows
No one
he's
told
there.
me it's a secret. Well,
He's in there. He's in the Glimmer Deep. Everything there's a secret. How'd you
I
find
mean-
out about it?
it's a huge castle.
Well,
I don't-
yes, but how did you find out about him?
Oh, let's see. How did we find out about him? We were told. Oh, I remember what it was. So his ex stole our friend's soul, and somebody else knew about it and recommended that we talk to him for advice.
He takes the rest of her drink and throws the whole thing back.
Look, I think that's meant to be sipped more for the flavors and the colors.
So she's involved.
Who's that? Evolved? Involved.
Involved.
Not in my mission today.
But
No,
she's active and has someone trapped.
She has been living in a house in Ryport. Ryport? Naosha. Ryport. I confer with the voices in my head.
Why do you need to know that right now?
Where is Mary Lane?
Tati?
It's such a random question. I haven't heard you in 27 minutes.
It's
Right?
almost felt like you're just ignoring us right now.
Wait, so Toddy died again? Because surely that area isn't lighted that she went to.
I'm gonna go with
she's just
Naosha.
ignoring us.
Oh.
I'm sticking with Naosha.
We can hear you ignoring us.
And I say Naosha
What are you
because I
gonna do
remember
next?
the
Say you got
harbor
the
at
wrong
Ryport,
number?
and I think the harbor at Naosha had like a much more
It is Naosha.
it had like a Witcher 3 vibe, and totally different from Ryport.
Concept art for Witcher 3.
It's my favorite place. So yeah, she's had a house there. She actually had our house there. And
What? How involved are you with her?
very little anymore. But she did steal the soul of somebody that she can't keep. I don't know if you followed any of the adventure happening in the east, where a bunch of adventurers took down Sigeos
I heard
and
stories.
his crazy drug lab. I got to see a lot of it firsthand. I recommend it. It was great. There were so many dragons. But that's a little bit beside the point. So the reason I bring it up is because in the adventure to take down Sigeos, one of those heroes had some surprise adventures forced upon them. And it cut their soul loose, and it was claimed by somebody who's not a great person. And really, it just can't stand. It can't stand. I worked really hard to protect her soul. You have to know. Like, for years. And we took on way more than Sigeos. So her soul's not gonna get trapped forever. That's not gonna happen. So we're going down there anyway. But someone recommended that her ex might be able to give us some advice.
Right. Yeah.
Do you know him?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I know him.
Is he famous?
Well, try not to be.
My friends are trying to do some research to find out how famous he is. I stepped out though, so I don't think I heard all of it.
He can't get out because it'll put everything in danger.
It'll like the world?
What do you know about her real home?
Oh, are you talking about the Crimson Palace?
Yes.
Oh, is that a secret too?
We don't talk about it if we can help it. We
Oh.
don't name it lest someone's listening. Kento's a good guy, and he's a better bartender. He knows how to keep his ears shut and his mouth tighter. But you never know who's listening. Especially stealthy
good
people who like to break into very important secure vaults.
Are you flattering me?
Kind of.
It was a really cool run, right?
Right. Impressive, but concerning. We're going to have to make sure the windows are locked next time.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. That was my first entry. It was not my first choice. There just weren't a lot of other options. I had to do the window.
Well, at least that's comforting.
Oh, were you in charge of the security up there?
Oh, no. No.
Oh.
I'm a guest, you could say.
Oh.
I, midterm length guest, not permanent resident.
I wouldn't have broken into your spot, except that I didn't know it was your spot. I really thought the attic was going to be empty, like a storage space.
Well, it normally would be, considering, but, look.
Do you want to meet my friends? Because they actually know a bit more. Like, they talk to more people than I do. They know a bit more about the people that told us where to go.
Who are they?
Hey, do you know Toad Coin?
No.
Oh man. All right. Oh wait, do you know about Ruzid? I'll give you a hint.
No.
He's a dragon.
Is he the dragon that we saw flying over the island the other day?
Probably. He's pretty big.
Oh. Well,
Oh, he's really nice.
he
Like,
looked
he's not
cute,
like one of
but
those feral dragons or anything.
He looked cute. I'm glad we didn't have to kill him yet.
I really feel like you're not recognizing the names though.
No. I'm not much into pop culture. I don't get out much.
Sometimes we've been involved in ancient history too, but sometimes it's like so far ancient that no one remembers anymore either.
Right. Well, I suppose if they want to meet me here, this is about as neutral of a space as possible.
They're gonna love you. I promise. They're like, they can be. They got a lot going on, but they are really friendly.
Okay.
And love a story.
You said
Yep.
he a couple times.
Which one?
Ruzid and Coin. They're boys.
The only reason I hesitate to respond to that is because boys give like an immature connotation, and they are both mature.
Oh, so they're guys.
Coin is a Grode, and Ruzid obviously a dragon.
Okay. But they're male.
The rest of my friends are that came with me today. Yeah.
Okay. There could be side effects.
Like, trying to think of side effects that would happen because they're guys. I gotta tell you, they are kind of picky about who they like, and two of them are actually. I held a ceremony over their souls myself.
Okay. What kind of ceremony?
A best friends forever, even after death.
Oh. Well, they'll be fine.
I show off my blue priest tabs right here on the collar.
Uh-huh.
That's right. Put in like 2 whole summers on this.
Gotcha. Neat.
You don't have to be impressed if you're not impressed. It is a lot of work though, so like it sometimes
You gotta
impresses people.
realize I kind of been living with 500 clerics for the past several months.
Oh, did you get totally surrounded by the indoctrination? Because I know what that's like too.
Well, no, they're not pushy. They're just fervent.
Sometimes you really need to get the clerics out into the field just to loosen them up a little bit.
Oh, that's not allowed.
That's not.
Sahar doesn't
No wonder you
let
don't start breathing.
Sahar doesn't let the majority of the guards or staff leave. It's viewed
Is
as
Sahar
a vulnerability of the fortress.
I could see that. Maybe I feel like maybe it's introducing its own vulnerabilities, but I'm sure she figured it out. Is Sahar the woman with the blonde hair?
No. Sahar's in charge.
Well, that would make sense why she gets to decide how the guards work.
She's the one with the white hair, kind of like mine, but longer and, well, more flowy.
Oh, I think we're talking about the same person. I saw it as blonde, but I was running at the time. So, like, in my defense, I didn't get a good look.
Right. Yeah, let's have your friends come in. We can sit down and have a chat.
Nice.
Kanto, I'm going to have to rent the bar from you for the night. And she's going to put a couple gemstones on the bar. Whatever you want, Sophie.
Back in my head, back in the Discord channel. Hi guys, you want to come out? I met our friend.
We guessed.
Did you?
Context clues of you kind of just appearing and then disappearing, almost as if you were mid-conversation with a person.
No,
Yeah, try to get questions
Guys,
answered that it seems like would come up if you were just talking with someone.
You know I wouldn't like ditch you all for a new friend. You know that I'm totally with you guys. I just had to talk. But you guys are totally welcome. Like she wants to talk to you guys too. Like you guys can come out.
Listen, Tati, it's cool. I wasn't like grilling you for it. I was just saying objectively. The circumstances kind of implied it, that's all.
Before we show up, did you tell her that Size didn't bring her single?
It didn't
why would
come
she tell
up,
me?
but she was interested in that you guys were male.
Also, once again, are we sure we're not just talking with another succubi and this is gonna go really poorly?
Is this another like?
When did it go poorly in the past?
Hey Sophie, if it's not rude, I mean ignore me if it is rude, but if it's not rude, are you a succubus?
Half.
I feel like Eric said something just now.
Half.
I think she was ignoring you because that's rude.
Oh my god.
She says, I'm half succubi, actually.
Oh, it looks good on you.
Thanks.
Let me pop back into my Discord.
It's a little weird that they don't want to just come and ask me the questions because I can hear them.
Oh, that's easier. Guys, Sophie can just hear you guys.
That doesn't seem normal. What?
Oh, okay. I guess I don't remember.
Not listening.
Don't remember clearing that, but all right.
I remember when Sageos did that to us too. Like sometimes.
I remember not liking it when he did that.
Well, he was a bad dude, so obviously it wasn't good when he did it.
Hey, important question. Does your bar have enough clearance for me?
What's the outside look like?
It's a small door. You know, it's a medium-sized door. You know, it's not.
Is there a window where I can crane my neck in?
She looks around. Not
There's a window
really.
with like a shut pane. You might
Is
as
he
well look through
stuck
it.
as a big dragon? Or is he one of those dragons with shape-shifting dysfunction?
No, he's good. But he likes being a dragon, and it.
No, it's not just that. It's also that I do kind of have a little bit of shape-shifting dysfunction. Since I shape-shift back, then I'll be stuck for a while, and I don't want to do that.
It's only for a little while, but it's
I
not
heard
his
him,
preferred
but he
form.
can't hear me. So,
Look.
yeah, well, I mean, he's welcome
Come on.
be
Like,
here.
We'll let you get your head or like your eye in the window pane. Like, and you can hear us through
Gonna
Discord
pull a
channels.
T-Rex, just sit there with the eye looking at the window.
It's his preferred form. He can do what he wants in it.
It's
Um,
mine.
Well, all right. So, what are you drinking?
Pomegranate old fashioned.
Oh,
Pretty good for he was saying that he wasn't that creative, but like it's not like it's good. It's solid.
I understand. So, where are you from?
Well, I'm Tati from the Rendaya family. So I started out way back when. I feel like maybe you don't want my whole life story. That's all right.
Well, we're waiting for them. It's gonna be a few minutes.
Dropped out of school after about a year. Joined up with Cito Coin on the Changemaker.
That's the Grode, right?
Yeah. He might not have been a Grode when I met him. Anyway.
She looks concentrating from him. Oh, that's an interesting story.
Coin says that nature is all about change. And
Right.
he's a monk and a businessman, so he knows pretty much everything.
A monk and a businessman?
Mhm.
So he didn't take vows of, poverty or anything.
Oh, I hope not, because that would have messed up his whole thing.
Oh.
He is breaching those. If so.
He's about to be an oathbreaker monk.
All right. So over the next several minutes, you guys can travel to the Melting Wick as Tati and Sophie get a little bit more acquainted.
Wander in. You hear the skipping of rocks outside the door before they swing open.
Cool. As you wander in, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. Shoot for 20. You are
Oh,
fine.
man. Okay.
All right.
I mean, yay.
Sayson?
I think you can choose to fail if you want.
Yeah, you can choose to fail if you want.
Nah,
Get two eyes.
I think Coin's a little more locked in than that.
Okay. She smiles as you guys come in. So you're the voices.
Ruzid peeks his head through the door.
Since when are there?
Of course, Oshi.
Like what is happening with our wisdom saves? Like,
Osheen, you're charmed.
That
Yeah,
should have
it's
rolled with
acceptable to you.
advantage. Or it doesn't even matter.
Nope.
okay.
You are charmed.
He goes,
At least you succumb with more dignity than at first appeared.
Well, hi, that's a very pronounced snout. Hi, I'm Sophie. I met your friend
have to make
Tati
it as
here
well,
when
right?
she broke in. I'm sorry?
I have to make a save as well, right?
Yes,
'Cause
please.
Is it looking at them? Okay.
Yep.
Let's,
You got line of sight on her. Yep, you're fine.
Oh, whoops, why didn't I do the GM? Okay, I need to change the
Oh.
setting somewhere probably.
What was
He
it?
rolled the 25.
What
Yeah.
is with our wisdom saves?
For a change.
Oh, she's-
We're a very wise party.
Oh, she's
No,
the only one.
That's
on
one thing
theme
you are
tonight.
not. The,
As
the
they
dice
say,
at the
wisdom-
moment are allowing you guys to
Wisdom is not-
continue the story without being charmed. But this is not a wise party. I don't care what the stats are.
I'm looking at a +10, a +13, a +7. What is going on?
With this,
Wisdom is gained adventuring, but the intelligence is gained by reflecting.
Mhm.
Intelligence is also lost the more you get hit in the head, and this party's been hit a lot.
I just
Yeah.
want you guys to know that I stayed in character and have a +0.
Hey,
you know how it's, what kills it, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger?
Ah. So,
Thank you, Sophie.
Hi. It's a very pronounced snout. So,
And what were you expecting?
well, about that. Now, this. She looks at Oshin as he comes in, all doe-eyed. It happened again.
That's fine. Ruse is outside.
Do you not like it? Do you want me to give him a smack? Actually, Sizen's really good at fixing that.
Hey,
It won't
hey,
work.
Shane, snap out of it.
The moment that he sees me, he's going to be infatuated.
Really? You sure I can't break that?
You can, but it'll just happen again.
So, like, can you not take
Okay,
your husband?
okay.
He's kind of mine.
Alright.
It's not me trying.
Oshin, turn around. Come on, we'll get this through. Oshin, turn around for a second.
Did you call dibs?
Yeah, sure, something like that. I'm gonna hit you with the dispel evil and good, following up with a protection from good and evil just to prevent charm.
Shane, if I didn't know that you were
Alright, you're
married,
good. You can turn around.
I would be roasting the shit out of you.
No, you wouldn't.
Well, he's no longer
I just
magically
told Tati
charmed, so
you
you can
can't
do
breathe
it.
fire.
Does that make you more comfortable,
You could say
Sophie?
that.
I guess. It doesn't really impact me. I mean, I kind of like the massages, and it looks like he's got strong hands.
It impacts me though. Kind of not a fan. He's
What
kinda
about this
mine and
conversation requires me to be in person?
Not really cool for you to date.
Well, you guys wanted to meet me. I met Tati
Well,
when she
you-
broke into my bedroom.
Of course.
Wait, so you broke
Accidentally.
into your bedroom?
You
In like
too?
what way?
Wait, she said she went through the plumbing. You live in a toilet?
No, I went through the window and then through her plumbing. Oh, wait. Hold on.
Oh, that makes me plumbing.
Hi. Wait,
I
so
was concerned about the boys.
Oh, you guys know each other really well.
Hey, Tati,
I
I'm hitting
mean,
you
I
with
was
one of
already
these
alluding
too.
to it. So I think
Oh,
No, I'm
man.
good. I'm good.
No, I don't trust you.
Someone
I
Don't
could
touch me.
you.
Whatever it is, I like it. Get away from me.
Very clearly, you snuck away here to have another little beat up in private.
I'm gonna
Yeah, I
dodge.
mean,
Sophie, I don't think you
once
should
I
be
heard the words
concerned about
bedroom
us.
and Tati, I kind of knew what was happening. Let's be realistic.
Hey, she's not getting a paycheck, all right? She can be part of your crew, but takes more convincing for me.
Well, maybe
Okay.
she's getting a paycheck, but not from you.
Brandon just
Anyway.
looks at Tati and gives her a nod.
I was saying.
Does
So
Coin draw a
Sophie knows.
sword when
More.
the nod happens?
Coin doesn't, but
Oh, okay.
that's really because he's conditioned backwards
Understood.
on his own nod.
So Sophie knows the guy we were trying to meet, and you guys, and I kind of look at Sazen, remember what that person said that told us about him. That's why I thought you guys should talk. I don't even remember that person's name.
This is going so well.
Going absolutely
Wait.
fantastic.
First of all, let's maybe start at the beginning. Who exactly are you? Why are you staying in the place where everyone's like, oh, no one goes in or out, only evil lives in there, except for the good guys keeping evil trapped. And then you're out here now, and you're also just kind of delving into what we're trying to do, which Tati, we weren't supposed to tell that many people about, but we're here now, I guess.
Oh, I
Wait,
thought
so
that was
what
only
even are you?
in Now Show we weren't supposed to tell people.
No, it's pretty universal if we're being honest.
Well, it
I
might have
don't
been.
know.
I
feel
feel
if
like
you're
that
in
wasn't fully
someone's
explained to
plumbing,
me.
You can tell them anything, but that
I feel like I do know a lot more secrets now.
I'm checking to make sure my concentration on Oshin's still on.
So,
What is your association with the castle up the road?
well, my dad kind of lives there.
In what capacity?
Hold up.
Oh wait, who's your dad?
Wait, yeah. And who's your mother?
What even
Is
are
he-
you?
Guys,
Like, are you succubus?
Half.
What's the other half?
well, human.
Huh.
Well, everybody's got like a little mark.
Yeah. Well, I've got more than a little more.
So I meant like a. Never mind.
So,
Wait.
our mutual friend is my mom.
Uh-huh.
The prisoner is your.
Right.
And
What, huh?
our other mutual friend is, well, my dad.
So the prisoner's your dad?
Kind of. See, it's
What?
weird. They never actually, and she touches her pointer fingers together.
Are you adopted?
Oh, so not like you and Tati.
No. What? Oh, no,
I would smack
no.
Wizard, but he's outside.
No, he's in. You could smack Ruzid. He's right there. His face
I'll
is
smack
right
Wizard inside.
Okay.
there. Hey. Okay, maybe I deserve that.
No, you see, it's not how the succubi reproduce. You see,
What did they sing a
we're
song?
born of
Like,
wants and desires.
A newsflash,
Yeah.
buddy. That's how everyone's born.
Wait,
She
a minute.
looks
Not
at
exactly
you.
breaking new ground.
I'm
But
guessing
not-
Kendall never explained this to you.
But not everyone has to do it physically. You see, we're not born, we're made. We're
Okay, you lost me.
created. We look, Mother is she's looking to influence people. And well, I don't like it. So I've been visiting my dad, her paramour, the one person who truly loves her. And, well, he's helped me see that enticing people into giving up their souls is not right. I'm not an evil succubus.
Real quick, you required help to see that part?
Wait a
Sizen.
second. Is there like
I smack Sizen now.
She looks at you. You're a bit of a dick, aren't you?
is there like some innate?
I don't think that was an
coding?
unreasonable question.
I mean, I don't want to
Is it-
flatter him, but it's not little.
It's called
Is there like some
upbringing.
innate
Go ahead. Go ahead.
innate succubus? Is there like some innate succubus coding that like makes you want to take people's souls and stuff? Like I don't get this.
Well, it's primal. It's instinctual. We
Yeah,
just,
that's what I'm getting at.
it's like a hunger. We desire. And, well, when we desire, others want us.
So it's like me when I see a pile of gold and I just kind of want to make the pile bigger.
If you're a normal dragon, then yeah.
Well, I'm not normal, but yeah.
I get it. I have a similar thing when we walk past a puddle and I really want to jump into it, but I can't.
Wait, why can't you?
The reputation.
Because his clothes are clean.
Coin just says the reputation and does not elaborate on what that even means.
Ruza just looks like super puzzled.
So, what are you wanting with him?
Look at
Insight?
Sizen.
Insight.
I'm gonna be
Another
honest, lady. I
Classic wisdom skill.
forget every 4 minutes what we want from him.
That's why I thought we should bring Sizen.
It really does seem like no one else is paying attention. I'm not gonna lie.
It's just, I mean, half of these conversations were you privately with other people. How am I supposed to
I
remember
told you
that?
about it.
Yeah,
You
but
just looked at
like
Sizen.
stuff was happening.
He looks at side and says, "Well, like, isn't it supposed to be? Wait, what? And Rizzy just kind of trails off and
What?
forgets what he was going to say too. God damn it.
I'm operating off fourth-hand information.
I think
I'm
there was
constantly-
someone that wanted to talk. Wait, no, that wasn't right.
Let's say we don't particularly get along well with your mother, and we think your father has some information that could help us free a friend that she has tracked.
Oh.
I want to be clear, trying very hard not to think about specifics or anything, because I know she can read minds, and I'm
Right.
trying to keep it very surface level. So
Understood.
I'm trying very hard not to bring that to the front. And
I
you're
know what I
like
was gonna
possibly trying
say.
to kill her part.
I thought it was more than just like, information. Like maybe he could actually physically help in some way, or I don't know. Just a thought.
Or he knew how to get in? Oh, wait, was there an invitation we had to get?
Yeah, he might be able to help us get into. Did you share the fact that she doesn't like us saying the name? I'll just say it. The Fortress of Crimson Glass.
Shh, Sizen, that's a secret here.
Why is that a secret here?
Oh,
I don't know, because we don't talk about those things here.
Because
That's good
they
to
can
know.
hear you. When you call their names, they can hear you.
Oh,
wait,
okay, so they
specifically
totally know we're
those
coming.
Crimson people? Specifically the Crimson people, or like the people in the fortress? or
The
like, be more specific
residents
of that place.
of that
we're naming.
place. Yes.
Of the
Yeah,
porridge of
that's what I-
flimsy ass.
Were you able to hear me when I told these guys about you?
Yes.
That's cool.
So, wait, you're telling me that your mother can also probably hear every time we've talked about her?
Yeah. Probably.
Oh. No, we're cooked.
No, she just
Wait,
knows
I-
that we said some mean things about her, but she deserved it, so it was fine.
I'm fighting the temptation to say the name of the place and then start cursing out Kendall.
It's a good thing that
Why would you say her name?
If none of us can follow our own line of thought, do you think anyone else hearing it is gonna like comprehend anything we have planned?
Nope. And it's a good thing that we never plan on going to the Crimson Glass place ever. That's a terrible idea.
I was just thinking that we won't go there ever.
Yeah.
Wait,
never.
Coin, what was that nickname you gave it? Let's just like use that nickname permanently.
The porridge of flimsy ass.
Yeah, I like that. Porridge of flimsy
I
ass.
like that too. Here we go.
Just rolls off the tongue.
He reaches underneath her shawl and touches a necklace. Okay. So, about that, getting a meeting with him is going to be a bit of a challenge. And all you want to
'Cause
do
he
is
doesn't
talk,
wanna leave.
right?
That's the plan.
Presently,
She said it wasn't okay for him to leave.
It'd be really
Maybe
bad.
Need him to.
We should go to him.
Out of curiosity, why would it be bad?
Yeah, I want to know.
It has something to do with something he's got. I was sent here to get it, and, well, I decided not to. I'm
Nice.
dedicated to not letting it get back there. Apparently, whatever it is important to keep the wards in place, to ensure that anything that goes in never comes out. Whatever he's got is the weakness to that place. I didn't get details. I was supposed to kill him and take everything he had. Well,
And he knows this about you now?
well, I didn't tell him that.
Who charged you with that task?
My mother and my grandmother.
And how long ago was that?
Oh, about 10 years ago? It took a lot of work
First of all-
trying to find him.
I am just
Well, I
throwing
think-
it out there. I think maybe you should tell him, because quite frankly, if he finds out later, that's going to be really sketchy and he's not going to trust you even more. Just my 2 cents.
He doesn't exactly trust me yet. And, well, me telling him that would just break it even further.
Yeah, but him
Well,
finding
I
out from
think-
someone else.
It's a really good idea that you've gone off script and are kind of figuring it out for yourself. I think that's really cool.
You're a paladin, aren't you?
What gave it away? I mean, sorry. Yes, that was being rude. You're right. Yes, yes, I am.
I love the words that come out of his mouth. That's what gave it away.
No, you're right. All right.
Your adherence to rules and laws, doing things by the book. I see it every day.
You would be shocked at how often I go off script. It's a lot more than I'd like, and a lot less often than everyone else in the group would like.
We balance each other.
Go off script more.
I agree.
Thank you.
We're not balanced enough.
Well,
But the script is for him to go off script.
Like, is it off
she
script?
looks
Oh,
at
then
her
he's off
Minos. How'd you escape? You don't look
How did
like
I
you're...
escape?
Yeah, you don't look like you're currently influenced by the Infernals.
Is she looking at all of us?
No,
There
and
is-
Minos.
Oh, Hermanos. Okay.
There's throwing away one influence or another. I don't always recommend it. Saves me this time.
Well, if you want to meet with him, you're going to have to talk to Sahar. She won't let anyone in without talking to her. So, if all you want to do is talk to him, your only hope is to get one of the paladins at the front to pass the letter along to Sahar. Make sure it's written well and polite. Otherwise, she'll just tear it up and throw it away. You'll never get in.
That's rude.
And she wouldn't agree to an in-person meeting. She has to go through a letter.
She won't even have an appointment for an in-person meeting without one. That's what you're hoping for, is an appointment with Sahar. If you could talk to her, you seem like nice people. Especially you, Tati, and, well, for a dragon, you are kind of cute.
Coin.
For a Grown, I guess, you know what? You're the cutest Grown I've ever met.
You hesitated so much that doesn't even mean anything. at this
She was
point.
caught up on how snazzy your pants are.
They
You're
are
looking
pretty
at
snazzy
me.
pants.
I
No.
verbally heard you like revise what you were gonna say 3 times before you landed on that.
Maybe she meant cash before you.
Oh,
In that case, I could forgive it.
And, well,
does Sahar have like a something she's? What is she like? Like, if someone was gonna butter her up or give her a gift?
well, she doesn't accept gifts. The best word to describe Sahar is unrelenting. She's lawful to a fault. She runs the entire vigil. Everything
I'm
goes
starting
through
to
her.
think we shouldn't talk to her. Let's send Sizen in alone this time.
If you want to be deceitful or sneaky,
I think it's
don't
brain
engage
strain.
with her. If you're going to be honest and true, well, then you may want to talk to her.
It's possible to be honest, true, and sneaky.
That's probably not how you want to start off.
All right. This is why I don't talk to the people.
That was maybe the most tossy response I've ever heard.
Practice makes perfect.
This is, you know what this reminds me of? When we were going to see that dragon, and it was like, just remember everyone, be good. And every single person was like, well, how can we be kind of skeezy while being good?
Where's the line?
I object to someone defining a line arbitrarily.
Well,
Fair enough.
she kind of does. That's
Sizen does too. So like, it's not like I'm used to it. It's fine. I just think maybe
It's a
Sizen should
very
talk to her.
clear-cut line. It's a very clear-cut line. On one
Yeah.
line is like...
A very
respect the rules that you
arbitrarily
have that are
drawn,
reasonable.
clear-cut line.
On the other line is trying to glue people's mouths shut, which is on the don't side do. That's a reminder. Don't do that side of the line.
We're trying
You
to
said
kill
that
him. I don't
side
understand what
glue.
your problem
That
is.
Not a clear.
Like, it was fine to try to kill him, but not fine to like glue his mouth shut in the process.
Yeah, we could have left
Yes.
him living with a glued mouth shut.
Like,
So-
that would have been way worse. Whatever. I bet Sizen can talk to her though. I bet even Coin is pretty good with the legalese.
Indeed.
Not like even Coin, but like Coin in a different way. Even.
I don't suppose you could also put in a word to help speed the process along.
You probably don't want me to. I'm not exactly in the best graces with her. She's very suspicious about me, and I kind of understand it. I get it. I mean, look at me. I'm not exactly the angelic host. Most
Where
of,
is she?
most of the other demons that are, in fact, all the other demons that are in the Glimmer Deep are locked up.
Out of
Well, that's fair.
curiosity, you are technically a part of the bloodline, and I assume came from Coin. Supply me with the name again.
We're not
Something
saying
about
the
a
names.
Placid Pass.
We're not
Name?
allowed.
Porridge of flimsy ass.
The
That's the
porridge
one.
of flimsy.
Porridge
Yeah.
of flimsy. Yeah, porridge of flimsy, filthy ass.
I have a question.
Yeah, sure.
If we think it, do they know, or is it just if we say it out loud?
It only works if you speak it out loud.
Oh yeah, we got to stick with the
Okay.
code name then.
Would you
Perfect.
be able to get us past the wards down there? Would you be able to? I know some sort of favor or something's required to even enter. Would you be able to get that for us, or know a way that we could get it?
I can't get in myself. But can't go there, and I don't really want to. It puts an influence on your mind. You understand? It's not just the people. It's not just grandmother or mother or even my aunts that are there. It's the place. It tries to take control of you when you're there. It's exhausting. Until it claims you, it will keep trying. It is
Sounds
not
terrible.
a pleasant place to be. I don't want to go. Like my
That's
freedom.
understandable.
Like
Listen,
my
I don't want to go there either, to be honest.
Yeah, but you have to go.
Yeah, kind of required.
Look, I feel sorry for your friend, but maybe is it really worth risking 6 souls for 1? 7?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't mean to be rude or anything, but quite frankly, I think you need better friends in your life if you have to ask that question.
Come on,
That would
Sizen.
be
She
rude,
just
but-
told you where she grew up.
I
That
respect way
doesn't. She's had
more.
10 years now.
I
Yeah,
don't
and she's
exactly
been
have a
stuck
lot
in
of
the-
friends.
Well, have you considered going somewhere else? I don't know if this place is doing it for
Oh
you.
my god, you're just the worst.
I don't know. I think she's right. I have a different number of soul side risks for every one of you.
I know you rank me the lowest. You don't have to say it.
You don't know what that number is?
Not the reassurance he was hoping for.
But what I expected.
It could still be a
It's-
6, okay? So that's not saying much.
The way you said it could be makes me think it's not.
No.
Damn it, Oshi.
If anything, I think you should take away that this group has never been the... What did you call them? The pristine angels or whatever?
Part of
Heavenly
the
host.
celestial host. Right.
Like,
Damn.
I mean, like, I don't even have to point. Like, that's... Like, this is... No one... Like, I mean, there's no one in this party that even remotely resembles a heavenly host. But, like, we're all
Just
mostly cool people. And, I think it's real cool that you're out here making your own way. And you do have some, like, glare at size and support. Like, you do have some friends.
and just for the record, I'd probably risk the most souls for both you, Size,
Oh
and
my
Andrew,
god.
because nobody else in the party would be here to talk me down or stop me.
Oh, that's one of the nicest things I've heard in a long time, actually. Thank you.
Adorable.
I feel like now that I'm thinking about it, if something happens to Bryn and I, we should have a court-mandated additional person come in to give advice, because I'm worried about you all.
That's upsetting. And, I feel like we should bring in a court-mandated somebody to take care of you.
Agent of Chaos, I'm not against it. Hey, are you looking for a potential job if something happens to everyone else here?
All right, so we need a letter, a convincing, polite letter that doesn't involve any gifts.
Right. Bribery's not going
And
to work
somebody-
on her Sahar.
Yeah, that's what I just said. No gifts. Although I really think these paladins should understand the difference between a gift and a bribe. Never mind. You can't change people like that. And then I guess we need Sizen to tell her what... I mean, is she even going to be convinced that we just want to talk?
Well,
mean,
depends on
the
your
letter's-
letter and how convincing it is.
Where is she?
Oh, she's located
guess.
within the castle. Within the Glimmerdeep castle.
I mean, it's not a bribe, but we also do have certain items on our being which maybe could be good to store in a place that will keep it safe and not exploding into dangerous dragons.
You would. You would
Yeah, like me.
just give items to these weirdos.
I mean, we're just kind of carrying around like a minor explosion. It's not even minor, a pretty major explosion in a bag at all times, and like
We're protecting
nothing goes wrong.
Is that better or worse than him just handing out favors all the time?
I've only done that like twice, 3 times. Don't worry about it.
How many times?
If I had a silver for every time.
That's not that many silver.
You can get some hot dogs though.
Wait, now I want more hot dogs.
All right.
We'll get them on the way home, Ruzid.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, she thinks we're all gonna die after listening to all this.
Oh, come on. I mean, Sizen has to go home and write a letter. The rest of us can hang out in town.
But
Yeah.
I am at least one person. Bryn, you're helping me write the letter.
I have to imagine Bryn's not even here.
He's like, it's an obvious trap. Why would you go?
Yeah,
only
but he has
say-
to come to pull us out if something goes wrong.
No, he's around the corner just counting
He's
like
waiting
how
for
many
Baba
steps
Booey.
it takes. Yeah.
Wait,
Outside, just tell me when.
He's doing mental
he's
math
watching
on
my
all of
back.
the like directions.
he's watching my back to make sure no one sneak attacks me while my
Bryn's
head's
player should be back next week, and then he'll be able to comment on this whole mess that you guys have gotten yourselves into.
What are you talking about? We're doing so well.
You
We're
are doing
doing
quite
so
well,
well.
actually. Quite well.
Like,
Tati's
we figured
alive,
out so much stuff and we did research.
right?
Wait a
I
second.
don't even think we've gotten to a fight while he's been gone.
Not yet.
Maybe he's gathering info about my tale to make like the 15th book, right?
Right.
Mhm.
Thank you.
I'm sure that's
Thank
top
you,
of his
Ruzid.
list. With it.
You
Top of
have
his
to know
list.
dragons was early on in the alphabet.
I don't know. What if there's a Dragons Part 2?
Or what if it was like dragon variants?
I think
Yeah.
he's
I
on
think we can all
zebras, bro.
agree Bryn's been spending a lot of time writing in a book lately, and he hasn't let anybody see it. So I think we can kind of guess.
It's gotta be book 15. It's gotta be book 15.
All right. Well, I was
He's
told
not here to defend
that
himself.
I am not dressed like people in this town dress, so I think we need to fix that too.
Am I dressed like people in this town are dressed?
How do people
dressed like a
dress in this
dragon.
town?
Well,
Are you suggesting a shopping trip, Tati?
Yes. Coin. I have so many IOUs that I think I can buy out the shops.
Are you go shopping and leaving me to write the letter?
That's
Just we're not
100% what I'm doing.
Well,
I don't know how to convince this person to talk to us. She sounds like somebody.
Oh,
What's
what?
the attire? What's the city attire? Like, is midriff essential? Because I'm shirtless, and I would argue
oh, you're kind of fit in, to be honest.
it's kind of horrific.
yeah,
So Ati just has too much clothing.
yeah, a little
I have
bit.
nothing under this
She's-
kilt, so I should fit in.
Yeah, you probably do.
Oh man,
Togas are
I
I
kind
can't
of
believe
in.
you guys didn't tell me.
Yeah, just a bit more skin. That's kind of
No.
the jive of the town. But in the castle, the Glimmerdeep's more of armor and plate, and shinies. They're all
Plate armor never goes out of style.
Right. It's that black, white, and gold.
wait, so do the dragons have specific attire here? Should I get bangles? Should the bangles have spikes?
Oh
Or is it
yeah,
cloudy?
like you should absolutely get some bangles, like some like nice gold ones.
Yeah.
You considered
I never
purple.
thought I'd say this, but
Oh,
where do you shop?
do you like some amethyst against those scales? That'll be.
What, do you
Make
think
it
it'd be a
pop.
good contrast?
I guess it
Yeah.
depends on how bright the purple is.
We'd want a bright one.
As long as it's not green.
Yeah. Well,
You
if
guys
green,
catch
that would be-
Sophie smiling.
That would
You
suck.
people are weird, and I love it.
You should show us where to go shopping here.
Yeah, what are the good purple bangles that I should put on?
I don't go shopping. I shouldn't even be in shops.
We won't tell anyone.
Yeah. Didn't you say you had no
It's a-
friends?
It's one
Maybe
of
start with
the
that.
900 secrets.
That's why you
And
have no
I
friends.
just
You never
told
go to
you
the
all she
mall.
does have a friend. Let's go.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not supposed to. Look, I'm going to be influencing anyone who we meet.
Do you know how to disguise
Us
yourself,
too.
maybe?
Don't take
Then-
offense to this,
Then
but have
we
you
shall
ever?
have discounts.
That's true.
Never
I mean,
apologize
that's
for
great
making a
advice.
fashion statement.
Shopping is all
no.
about influencing people.
Yeah.
I really don't mean to be rude, but have you tried putting a bag over your head?
That does feel rude, though.
It's not about my head. No one's ever complained before.
No one's complaining now.
Thank you,
Wait,
Corey.
wait, you suggest-
Take it down a notch, please, Tati. Well, I don't know how that kind of thing triggers, so I was just pitching an option. What if you wore like a
If you don't mind
potato stack?
company,
I can
we
disguise
have a bag of
myself.
holding.
I'm
That too.
not going in a bag of holding, and you can't make me.
That's a smart
Wait,
we
move.
always
It's
ask
not
for
a
that.
good
That's a
ride.
bag of
It's fine.
holding. That's a terrible idea.
It's fine, that seat's taken anyways.
Shush, shush, shush. Secrets. Let's go.
Unless you get a third
No.
bag of.
We're gonna get mugged, is what's gonna happen.
Yeah, then maybe we should be carrying around this ball. Wait, we have a bunch of bed linens. We could just wrap her in them like a mummy.
So I'm gonna get amethyst bangles, but are they gonna be spikes or no spikes? You get to choose.
Hmm.
Who's choosing?
I think that you should do what's comfortable. I think spikes get in the way.
No, I was talking to Toddy, but thanks for the input.
I smack Lisa too.
Friends only conversation over here.
Sorry.
And we're kind of the worst, aren't we?
You guys are the worst.
You know,
Wait, but
it's
Toddy, you
fine.
still didn't give me an answer. You just smacked me.
Well, yeah, like we haven't even seen what's on sale, like what's being sold.
I'm just getting excited. That's all.
I mean, if you want to try a custom order, I worry that spikes would, like break off if it's an amethyst.
That might be a problem.
Your head's already somewhat spiky, and I think a contrast of a smooth, banglets or whatever the hell you're getting would be a nice contrast.
Banglets. What's a banglet?
Who even knows?
I'm forgetting every third word of every conversation we're having, and I think there might be something in the water around here.
And Sophie, if you'd love to come with, you can probably just borrow Syson's clothing. Nobody ever looks twice at him.
Wow.
High five.
I don't think that me taking his clothing would be a good look.
I don't know. I think
It hasn't bothered him at any
Trying
point.
to-
No, but I get accused of things like that all the time. And, well, I'd rather not actually be guilty of it.
See, that's incredibly insensitive of all of you. How could you guys do that? Who is the asshole now?
You do seem pretty sensitive. Maybe you are a paladin.
Who are you looking at right now?
I'm looking at Sophie.
I'm no paladin.
I thought you were looking.
No.
Thought you were looking at Sison. Never seen him.
Just
so
like you
sure.
just realized this.
You're a paladin.
You are a paladin, Sison.
I love the idea
really
that in
putting
the
a lot of
background,
things into place.
He's just been wondering, like, do you think he actually is?
Yeah. I feel like he's faking it.
Like, anyone can swear an oath to anything. Watch.
I was just going along with it to make him feel
Wait,
good.
anyone can swear an ooth to anything? If I swear an oath, will I get paladin powers, even if it's like a stupid oath? I want to
No,
smite people.
that's not how that
Find out.
works. No.
Shh,
If
just let him
this
have it. Just let him
Does
have
work.
it.
Oh.
Didn't-
I think it's
didn't
how
we
much
swear
of an
an oath to
asshole
each
you
other,
are about it.
Roosted, And we both.
Dude,
Okay, Tachi, uncalled for.
Swear an oath to
Okay.
break your oath, then you can never really break your oath.
But then
you
you
can
can
never
never thing called oath breakers.
Then you can never fulfill
I'm
your
pretty
oath.
sure it is real because Roosted and I made an oath to each other and both benefited. And if we break it, we lose it.
Okay,
Wow.
I mean that's a different type of oath. That's like the oath where like I give you cuddle time and you give me cuddle time and we're both happy.
That
Is that
doesn't make us
oath?
paladins.
Sophie
I
speaks
thought
up.
that
I think that's
stopping
for
thing
everybody,
is,
right?
Cuddle time.
You guys have like
Yeah, if we
powers
cuddle
now?
together, we get stronger. That's
That's kind of beautiful.
you're welcome to
I
join.
guess. Wait, no. Why you? You're not a thruple, Oishi.
Coin's just gonna join with his bucket. It's gonna be awful.
What did I say
Uh,
about inviting
this
random
bucket
people
get-
to our relationship?
I don't want to be a home wrecker or an oath breaker.
Probably shouldn't do it in public places too. I mean, talk about
Do it
it
for the
first
bucket
and then
coin.
invite people.
Do it for
Yeah,
the
that's what
bucket.
I was about
The
to
bucket
say.
will get a bonus to AC.
I don't want your sweat
Yeah.
anywhere near my bucket.
You know what, Oshin? If you're really that interested, you just gotta at least tell me first, and then I'll give it a try. But like, please don't just invite random people.
I am
Very-
100% dragging these people into the streets because I want to know what this town sells.
All right. So you're gonna drag
I guess-
people into the street.
The
I'm
the
gonna go-
conversation may continue. I will not interrupt that, but y'all have to come shopping.
I'm gonna
You
grab
really
a stack
want
of napkins from the bar and start just trying to write out the draft of a letter as we go. I'm working
Okay.
with Bryn to do it.
Sure.
I have a question,
Wait, so
Tati.
Sophie,
How
are
are
you
we
coming with
supposed to go
us?
shopping for less clothing?
Oh, good point. Well, I think I just need a different outfit that doesn't have as much coverage, right?
Well,
Okay, I
you
didn't know if you
could
could just
fix
take
it
it off.
real easy. I mean, I have a dagger.
Okay.
And that might be fun too. But shopping is what we're doing now. I
You know,
have
if
so
we're
much
thinking first, can I do
IOUs to spend.
I got really sharp claws.
I'm not a big fan of
Else-
dragon claws.
I have a jacket if you only want to wear
Lame.
that.
You know, Sophie, they say the sexiest outfit involves more clothing because it leaves more to the imagination. So it makes no sense to me that the town requires us to wear less clothing.
Well, the town doesn't
Is it
require that. Does that mean you consider yourself to be unsexy?
Well, no, I'm 2 layers inverted, so I don't wear a shirt, so people see me and go, "Man, how hot would he be if he wore a shirt?" So
What?
I'm going a little ahead of it, but I mean on a general
You're
level.
you're saying you're not
Coin.
sexy enough for your shirt.
Yeah, see, Hermanos is getting it.
Coin, have you looked around? This is a very gray town. Clearly, they don't have that much imagination.
Oh,
so we have to
it's
give
a
them more.
sucky town. It really,
That guy's spooky.
Literally.
it's got
Alright.
the
I'm sure
there's some-
swashbuckler.
Town.
It's
There's
got
a
that
sucky vibe in it.
swashbuckler, Caribbean vibe. It sucks.
That'll do.
I mean, I wanna see the craftsmanship before I make that judgment.
Well, I'll determine if it sucks if they can give me bangles or not. Then it sucks if they can't give me bangles.
I mean, the general vibe feels pretty homey to me.
Well, I suppose you're Shadar Kai, right?
Too right.
I guess the dismal gray and emotionless dreariness does fit.
It does feel like you're using adjectives incorrectly in this sentence, but I'm just gonna take that as we're on the same wavelength somehow.
See, I'm more of a free spirit. I want to have fun and feel things.
I recommend the Feywild.
that is
Great place.
All right, first of
lot
all-
fun. You feel so much there.
hard pass, and I can tell you that the Shadar Kai.
Tati, we know you like it dark and dreary. We just went over that.
What I'm saying is that all feelings, dark and otherwise, are entirely embraced by the Shadar Kai.
Thought they had a hard time
Are we going
feeling
to explore
anything.
this more?
Back at Imkale's realm for sure, but in Toivoa, in Toivoa, we can feel all of it.
Well, I'm glad. I'm glad you can feel things here. I've never been a fan of MKL, to be honest. The idea of just not is troublesome. See, I have a dream, and it's a little silly,
Love it.
but I'd like to be one of the first succubi in heaven.
Well, they say
Uh-huh.
that the best way to get to either of those locations is by living your life all the way to the end.
I've never heard that.
You have not been going to church
I
properly on
also have not
Sundays.
heard that.
And I do feel like you ignore me most of the time that I talk.
Wait, also, you're saying this advice applies to getting to either hell or heaven. So why are you giving it? Doesn't she just want to be in heaven?
I'm saying that all roads lead through MKL.
Yeah, I've heard the best way to get to these places is just straight dying.
You have to live
No,
first.
I don't want to. I'm not done yet.
See?
Well, I'm not saying that's the way everyone wants to go, but that's the fastest way.
MKL's never asked for you to rush. He's waiting for you in the end anyway.
Is that
Sophie, have you-
both? Do you just kill people so they go to heaven?
Is that what I do?
That's distinctly not how that works.
It's like a.
Death is more of a verb.
Suicide pact. I'm really confused here.
So,
MKill's more of a verb than a destination. It seems like.
Little
I
above.
say,
Can we
I say
find
live, if you wish that strongly to go to heaven, live it like it deserves it, and if they don't let you in, then storm the gates by force.
Hey, yo.
Yeah, that's what I
I
would. do.
also have not
High
heard
five
that.
to
one.
Hermanos.
Kind of badass.
That's really dope.
So,
I like that.
This was just a really long way of asking where we can find crop tops.
oh,
Crop
well,
tops and bangles. We want bangles too.
well,
Bangles. I want bangles.
there's a shop just down the way here. They sell all sorts of swashbuckler gear.
Nice.
Do you think they have like kind of like a full plate version but a crop top for Sison?
She looks at Sison. I mean, it wouldn't be the weirdest thing. I have seen a crop top with a cod piece before.
Perfect.
I'm
Let's go.
gonna be honest.
Let's go.
I think just maybe sticking with what I've got is probably Let's get everyone
Don't
else
even-
out there first, and then
Don't
we can
even
talk.
worry about it. Like we'll bring some
No, see, I'm
options home.
worried.
We're gonna bring options home.
We should go get a sexy school outfit for Bryn.
I think Bryn would agree to this very aggressively.
Plaid skirt with
What
a
you
button
do.
up, I think.
I feel like we can take a
Go.
vote that Bryn
Amazing.
would agree to a school outfit.
I always wanted to put him in some spectacles.
Ooh.
Since
we're
there's a
definitely making that
swashbuckler vibe, is there like a treasure and loot vibe also? Can we get some like precious stones?
Yeah, you guys can find some precious stones. There's all sorts of pirate booty in this
Mhm.
place.
All interpretations of it. I don't know if they make dragon size bangles.
What if they're
But-
like magical bangles that always fit you?
That would be even more unique and special.
I want some of those. We gotta find.
We'll keep an eye out. Failing that though,
Maybe I could commission Judith to get some. Well, Judith's friend who makes the cool things. Like my teeth.
let's start with the precious stones and maybe the design, and we'll do the enchantment later.
Yeah.
All right, we need to find colors that pop on rooted scales.
Okay.
I am feeling the amethyst vibe though.
All right.
Rooted,
So,
do you have money?
you guys have money to buy these amethyst bangles?
Not counting my IOUs, I do have 2,000 gold.
Realistically, yeah. I mean, we have
that's,
plenty of mutual funds for.
that's for the
buying
ship
them.
though.
All right. So, how much do you want to spend on these bangles?
What's the base for getting something that fits rooted?
Rizid, how big are your feet, your legs, your ankles?
That is a excellent question that I'm not sure I know how to answer.
Okay, so you're how long? 15 feet? You're large or
Wait,
huge?
let's
Can I get a diameter for each of its toes?
wait 1 second. Let me consult the source of truth on this matter, which is the Draconomicon.
Oh my goodness.
But I mean, it says that I'm a huge dragon.
All
but
right,
I'm
so
also says
15
the
feet
dog.
long. A 15-foot long, an alligator that's 50 feet long has about a foot diameter legs. So you're looking at a good,
Wait, there we go. Got the table. I'm looking
100
for.
gold per bangle. How many bangles do you want, Bruce?
Here. Here's some specific dragon measurements.
Right.
I want to say I love that Eric's relative measure for 15 feet is an alligator.
Yeah.
Body
Amazing.
length,
He's about like one alligator long.
17 feet body length. Okay. That's a long ass tail. 20 feet tail.
Yep. It's a thing.
Okay. Yeah, it makes sense. Dragons are super duper long.
Yeah.
What was it? Oh, you're saying 100 gold per bangle? I think Ruzib would probably get like 2, like 1 on each of the forward legs.
We
Okay.
should get some. I just wanted like the base, like to know, like, like how to level up.
Okay.
So let's drop. Let's drop like. If it's gonna be a base for an enchantment, I think it has to be pretty decent.
True.
Let's drop 600 gold pieces on getting Ruzid outfitted with some bling.
Well, but it wouldn't
Cool.
be bling that I can wear at this moment. It would be the stuff to make the bling later.
I'm hoping for something you can wear at this moment that we can enchant later. Is that an option?
Yep, we can do that.
Cool.
Cool. So you guys buy some very fancy bangles.
I want some too.
Okay.
They don't have to be so big though.
They will not be as big. Otherwise, they'd fit around your
can-
neck.
Do we have anything that's like a nice, like real pale, like skull color?
Like a moonstone or something like that, or an opal?
Yeah, that seems nice. I feel like coin would vibe for a moonstone.
Ruza does not have 600 gold. I only have 400.
I already got yours.
So, oh, you're paying. Wow. Thanks.
Coin would love a moonstone.
Awesome.
Yeah. Let me find something that fits coin. I think because this looks right. Can we get it engraved? Maybe we'll get it engraved later.
That's going to be extra and more time. That takes a long time.
We don't have
to do.
time. We gotta shop tonight and move on. Like, moonstone bangle for coin. What's that set us back?
Oh, moonstone bangle for coin? Probably, 25 gold.
I would like to use this moment to show off how well I influence shopkeepers.
Sure.
And let them know that this is a gift for a friend and also my boss. So it's a bribe, and I need it to go over really well. It would be really great if this guy could help me out.
He nods.
And if you sold it to
All right,
me for
that'll be
20
50
gold.
gold. That's that'll be 50 gold, so you can tell him that it's worth more. What?
Don't coin that part.
Yep.
And that's how the Shadow Kai do influence.
So he charges you
All right.
double in order to increase the value that is perceived by coin when you give him a gift.
50 gold down the drain. I mean, in the pockets of someone else. I would toss that one to coin. It looks so pretty. It reflects the moonlight.
Cool.
I can't imagine how much you had to talk him down to afford this.
Were you watching?
No, I was putting on my blazer.
Good.
Outside.
Yeah, because that was a secret too.
Oh, it looks up. What?
All right.
And Eric, I would love to spend not on a magical, just a shirt, crop top or sizing that he
Sure.
agreed to wear under his armor.
Understood.
Not sure how much. that would cost.
We'll charge you 1 gold piece for a crop top that will be made of silk and can go underneath his armor.
Perfect, thank you.
Incredibly cursed. Yeah, I came out so you can't tell I'm wearing it because I'm still full plate mail. I am wearing it just over my regular shirt underneath the armor, so I still look completely the same.
So it's over your regular shirt, beneath the gambeson, and then the armor. No one can see
Yep.
this. However, it does
Not
act
at
like a
all.
wicking layer, which is great.
Do
I'm
you
not
have
angry about it, I guess.
do you have to doff and don armor to get this shirt on?
Yes, he
Yeah, it
does.
took quite some time. I went to the changing room. I was in there for
Aw, man.
40 minutes.
Though? But like, we could peek a little bit and find out just how many abs you have. You never take this stuff off. It's driving me nuts. Do you know how long it took to find out he had green hair? Like, do you really know how long? It took so long.
Really? Why did it
I
take
knew that
so
the whole
long?
time.
Because he wore that helmet nonstop. I don't think he ate food. It was disturbing.
Doesn't it smell bad?
It smelled bad. Well, I mean, it does, like, in theory, like, the concept of him wearing it nonstop does make, like, in my head, it smells bad. But he kind of just smells like Feywild.
I didn't know the Feywild smelled like fetid garlic.
That might have been leftover garlic bread.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't exactly get out to eat very much. You know, the Vigil, they provide all the food, and it's just kind of rations.
Oh, that's awful. We never eat rations. I would prefer to go hungry.
Yeah, why would you eat rations?
Because
That's
it's
all they
food.
got.
Sounds
I mean, by some definitions, our definition is that food should be like an experience. Like you should feel it.
yeah, like
Yeah,
when I
this-
go
this
dive in
group's-
the ocean and just like eat whatever I find. That's fun.
This group is really picky. I once made food for them when there was no food around, and I still get roasted for it, for, feeding them.
It was
Rightfully
so bland.
You could,
Like,
you could
it was
say
like you had
we-
never even
terrible.
seen salt in your life.
But
It's magic food. What do you want from me? I fed you.
I wanted you to taste test
Magic
it
food.
before
Can
you.
you make it taste better if it's magic? Come on.
That's not
but you
what I'm
can use
good
it.
at.
Sophie
What I'm
is
hearing-
so
You're magic
confused
food,
by this
huh?
conversation.
What I'm hearing is we all need to go to eat real food now.
Well, speaking of food,
it's
we
anything
should go.
food.
I
Go ahead,
Go
Oshin.
ahead.
go to Sheen.
I refuse. Oshin, you must go first.
Oh, I was just gonna say we find food inspirational.
Right. Well, I've been out long enough. I need to get back before too late. It was a lot of fun hanging out with you guys. Thanks.
Don't
Um,
get caught.
And I got a pass. But Tati, they're going to set certain wards in place for invisible creatures. If you come back in, they're going to catch you. So don't try to sneak back in.
With invisibility. That makes sense.
Right. You expose a vulnerability in the vigil, and they're going to close it.
Then we'll just have to find a new one next
Yeah.
time.
Right.
Sounds like they'd be
And-
thankful for
and in
her.
fact-
Well, I know a good thing.
In fact,
to
I
say.
think you should charge them a fee for enhancing their security.
Oh,
Exactly.
maybe put that in the letter, Tyson.
Maybe they'd be happy to see her because they. helped
I'll
them
take that
resolve
into
it.
consideration.
Okay, here's a new pivot to deal with their new security. Instead of going invisible, go
Mhm.
to the ethereal plane instead.
Uh-huh.
They've
Does that
dealt
work?
with those already. They expect that with the demons. So
Oh,
you
damn
got to
it.
be very careful. But have a good time. Please stay safe. I don't like seeing people get hurt. Good luck. And I hope to see you again. This was a lot of fun. And I don't get to have a lot of fun on a regular basis anyway.
I do think you should get out more and see the world, hang out with people. So,
It's
hit
fun
us
out
up if
here.
you need another day out of the town.
Maybe I
We
will.
can go to other towns too,
Maybe I
places that are a
will.
little nicer.
But I have to get away from my mother and grandmother. So until that's taken care of, I'm going to trust the vigil.
Better safe than sorry for sure. But keep
Yeah.
in mind, we're around if you need bodyguards for that. Day out of the town never hurts fully.
Right. Thanks
Maybe This
anyway.
is the balance we were talking about.
And
Bye.
she's going to come
Have
right
fun.
up to Sason. You were really
Smack
kind.
him. Oh. I should tell him
Sorry for being rude earlier. I'm still working on that sometimes.
I forgive you. And she's going to kiss you on the cheek. And then quickly turn and fly away.
I think we should go buy a nice cardigan for Bryn and then rip the sleeves off.
That sounds warm and interesting.
I'm just coming up with ideas here. Any is welcome. I guess we could ask him, but it would be funnier to show up with some clothes for him to wear.
Okay, I fully am on board with that plan. We need to go shopping for Bryn.
All right. So what are we buying for Bryn? And what outfit are we going to leave him in for next week when he comes back as a player and does not realize what his character is dressed in?
I want to
He's
swap out
using a
all
maid
of his
outfit,
clothes in his
obviously.
bag.
It needs to be sexy, so let's
Made out.
brainstorm here. I
right.
That's-
What are we
alright,
dressing
let's
up the Drow boy in?
high on the
Long
list.
jeans, boots with the fur. Wait.
Oh wait, hear me out. Belt with the fur and the little furry tail.
Aw, that'd be cute.
What if we got him
Using
like
capris for sure. No
For
socks,
sure.
just ankles showing.
hear
Yep.
me out, shirtless with an apron and like a little chef
And
hat?
chef's hat.
Because
Yes,
we
yes.
love his cooking so much. That makes sense.
So, like a shirtless maid chef?
Have any of
Yeah,
you guys
it'll
watched
have-
the anime called Food Wars?
Not yet.
Yeah, I think
I've had
You
it
know
recommended
the
to
you
me.
know the character with just an apron on. That's what I'm seeing.
It'll have a
Yeah.
cool little saying too, like "Kiss me, I'm the chef" or something.
Yep.
Oh, it has to say that.
All right, so for sure the apron.
Show up to him with an
Knee
apron.
high socks.
Put this on. Take everything else off.
I don't know, Sheen. I think you could do a maid outfit some justice too.
Do you want me to wear less than I am now?
Would it be less?
I think it'd be more.
All I have on is the kilt.
Yeah, it would be more then. What? Why would it be less?
You'd get a bonnet
What
and
sort of
some
maid outfit are you
gloves.
thinking of? Yeah, wait.
I don't know.
What?
I've never had one. I just saw what you put Brandon's size in it and assumed that it was trying to be more scandalous.
I mean, I guess it could be.
I'll take Coin's advice. The less you see, the more provocative. I think that's what he's trying to say.
I think I've forgotten what I was trying to say.
I'm gonna get a proper swashbuckler outfit disguise.
Okay. Cool.
I have a collection of outfits, and it's add swashbuckler to that one.
That
I,
does not surprise me.
No, yep. So we had the deerstalker hat and pipe last. We'll do. I'm gonna do one of those like leather vests that like cuts right up above the small ribs.
Okay.
That's
There
a-
are small
like-
ribs.
Yeah. Well, I have them. Like I'm looking at the growed body, going,
I looked down. I kind of just thought they were all the same size. I didn't know they were small ones.
No, like I mean, I'm already swapping clothes, so you can see.
Is she
These
just doing
ones-
it in the street?
No, we had to go to a shop to get clothes.
Yes, but are you doing that in the changing room? Like
Just
Jason?
pointing at our own abs, like, yeah, they're right
It's
here.
right here.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, for sure. If I put on the little short leather vest, it's short enough that if I do like a bend, if I twist my torso, I can show off my ribs.
Yeah.
And these ones right here at the bottom would be the short ribs. You see how they don't go all the way? So we're going back into like my medicine training now.
The fact that I hear your voice pointing at your ribs right now is awesome.
That's where they are.
I just learned something. Also, I'm hearing short ribs, and I'm now getting hungry
Oh, we
For
didn't get dinner yet.
for short ribs.
I could
What
make
it-
food.
What do the pirates eat when they're in their most piratey?
Not oranges.
Does
Or maybe it is
Jelly.
oranges.
this town have like some nice restaurants?
No.
Fantastic. Does this town have some like popular restaurants?
Yes, they have definitely popular dive bar style raucous bars and taverns.
If we can find a 2-star, that's like basically 5-star around here. so-
Exactly. That's exactly the vibe we're going for.
I think we should-
2-star restaurant.
We should go follow our noses. I think that's the only way to find it.
Awesome.
Who has the best perception check?
Coin sniffs.
With a 25 sniffer, which is
Ooh.
impressive for a grode.
It's
I
crazy.
know they have noses, but you are able to find exactly the type of bar you're going to. You can smell the roaches in the bar.
That's why he could smell it.
Nice.
All right.
I got a good feeling about this place.
So you guys head down the street towards this bar and are able to get dinner. They're serving various steaks. There's a roast pig on a spit. There's some vegetables that have been charred. It's pretty much just straight fare.
Place is giving me a great
Right.
idea. You know those restaurants where they just give you peanuts before you eat? Like you can just shuffle your own peanuts? What if at the corn cob stand we just had a bunch of just a bunch of roaches in the front and you could catch them yourself? It's a snack and an activity. Coin is not laughing. Justin
No,
just can't say it without laughing.
I believe Coin is dead serious for sure.
Yep. All right.
I gotta tell you that some of your cooked roaches, like I kind of liked. Like they were unusual, but like the flavors were pretty good. Live ones though, I feel like you gotta test the market probably.
It sounds like 2 thumbs up from Tati. I'm feeling great about this idea so far.
All right. So you guys are able to get your dinner, get all set up. We have Bryn dressed in just an apron and his shoes, because we're going to let him have his shoes.
We got him some fishnets, but that's where he drew the line.
He drew the line in fishnets. Did we not put him in fishnets for next week?
I still think
I
he has
met up the
socks
Walker.
then. It's a
We-
step down.
Hey, we at least got him a hairnet, right? You know, hits
Yeah, of
This
course.
is a chef. I think
There's
anything
nothing
that we
for-
couldn't convince him to wear, we still shoved in his bag.
Understood. Cool.
Can
So-
we just start next week by asking him if he'll wear fishnets, but not
Yeah.
tell him what else he's already?
Understood.
Start
Understood.
the session. Walker, do you equip the fishnets?
We will start with that
No
next session.
context.
It'll be awesome.
Do I have to attune to them?
Yeah,
So-
that's fine. You can wear less. We won't object.
No attunement slot taken. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Not for the fishnets, but you have to attune to the wind in your legs. Takes some getting used to.
Wow. So I need one of you to go ahead and take that note and remember to do it next week, because it's going to be more fun if you guys do the delivery. All right. But yeah, guys, this is a great spot for us to end for tonight. And we'll come back next week as you guys try to figure out how to handle getting into the Auric Vigil and possibly talking to Sahar. You've met Sophie, you did some infiltration, you got a ton of information, ton of lore tonight, and you got to do a shopping trip. You guys are amazing, and I love GMing for you. Thank you so much for choosing me to be your GM. There's a ton of amazing ones out there, and I'm always thankful you choose me to be yours. If you know someone who wants to play one of my games, send them my way. I'd love to talk about getting into the waitlist for a campaign slot or getting into a one-shot. Remember, we have these Sky Map ciphers. These have 42 codes. Go check these out. They're available on the website over at gameric.com in the store. These are a ton of fun. They're really, really cool. We make these all in-house, so check them out. We also have the Gameric hats and dice right on the front page. Go check those out. And we will be back on Friday night, if not tomorrow night, for a hangout. We might do a hangout tomorrow, but we'll be back at least on Friday night with the Friday night. Oh, no, we won't be back on Friday night because of 4th of July. Have a wonderful, safe 4th of July, everybody. Make sure you don't blow yourselves up. I
Happy
don't want.
birthday to me.
Happy birthday to you, Ruzin. Congratulations
Happy
on
birthday.
surviving
Birthday.
yet another
July
year.
4th. Done
Happy
it.
birthday.
Is that happy birthday as
Happy
of
birthday,
12
Ruzin.
o'clock? Or as of the start of the
No.
session?
I mean, happy birthday for July 4th.
On July 4th, his birthday. Well, happy birthday. You have
that.
survived
My
yet
mom's
another
birthday's
year.
before.
Tell-
That's really cool.
Tell congratulations to your parents for keeping you alive this long.
W.
Yep. All right, guys. Have a wonderful night. Please stay safe. Again, check out the Sky Map ciphers. Check out the hats, the dice. We've now got physical maps as well of Toivoa available on the website. And we'll be back next week for the next episode of the Friday the next episode of the Toivoan Trainwreck. And on Saturday morning, we're doing a side quest for the Us Against the Gods group as they are inside of the Sanctum of the Starfallen, exploring what the Underwatch are doing.